what you did to me. Yeah. Temperature's hot and you got me caught just the way I wanna be. Yeah. My favorite addiction, you know you are just what I've been waiting for. You know that you had me right from the start, and I keep on coming back, begging for more. 'Cause just a little bit, just a little, oh, is never enough. 'Cause just a little bit, just a little, oh, when it comes to your love. 'Cause you know there can't be too much. I need all I can get, more than just a little bit. You got that touch I've been dreaming of, so don't be holding back on me. No, hooked on your love, got me so messed up. 'Cause you're the everything I need. Oh, yeah. My favorite addiction, you know you are. Just what I've been waiting for. You know that you had me right from the start, and I keep on coming back, begging for more. 'Cause just a little bit, just a little, oh, is never enough. 'Cause just a little bit, just a little, oh, when it comes to your love. 'Cause you know there can't be too much. I need all I can get, more than just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little, oh, is never enough. Just a little bit, just a little, oh, when it comes to your love. 'Cause you know there can't be too much. I need all I can get, more than just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little, oh, is never enough. Just a little bit, just a little, oh, when it comes to your love. 'Cause you know there can't be too much. I need all I can get, more than just a little bit.
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring the roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, yeah, you like it, the way you like it now. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, so good, so fresh. Get up on your feet. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the is a shakedown.
I never had any diamonds or pearls, but I can give you all my extra time. I never look at the other girls, 'cause you are always on my mind. And they keep on coming up, and I keep on moving on, and they keep on coming back for more. And I keep on giving it up, and you keep on moving on, and I keep on coming back for more. This could be paradise. Yeah, this could be our last night. Whoa, this could be paradise. I want you back like 1985. Still dark as sheep in a bathroom stall. Girl, I know what's going through your mind. So tell me, what are you waiting for? Trying to hide it behind the door. And they keep on coming up, and I keep on moving on, and they keep on coming back for more. And I keep on giving it up, and you keep on moving on, and I keep on coming back for more. This could be paradise. Yeah, this could be our last night. Whoa, this could be paradise. I want you back like 1985.
never says no, she's can do. Got a smile that shines like rubies and pearls, and I love that little rowboat girl. Well, she knows how to do that bump and grind. With four on the floor, she'll blow your mind. She's got rosy cheeks and strawberry curls.
it, you wear it.
Wear your passion. Share your passion. Wherever, whenever. Gaming is a lifestyle. Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
DreamLeague Season 20 is brought to you by Intel, Acer Predator, DHL, and Monster Energy.
Happy Midsummer! Happy Tiebreaker Day! We're doing it all here for this Friday on DreamLeague Season 20. It's a party, my friends, and you're all invited. Be careful.
Good.
Be delicate. And shout out to the sheepy pandas for playing us in. Round of applause. A round of applause. Sheepstick, where are you running off to? Oh, she doesn't have a microphone. Okay, that explains a lot. All right, well then in that case, gentlemen, welcome to Tiebreaker Day, where we need to make a very important determination on where Game & Gladiators and BetBoom team are going to be rounding out this group stage 2. Now, if you're confused about the situation...
I know exactly what's happening, Neil. One of these teams is going home today.
Well, no, not...
okay.
I think that would be...
That's not the case.
Not the case.
All right, both of these teams are going home today.
No, still not.
All right, well, I'll let you explain it then.
I'll let the graphics explain it. Can we pull up the standings as we begin our day here on DreamLeague? Because we see two teams with the exact same score, and I cannot abide by that. We need to make a distinction between BetBoom team and Game & Gladiators. Currently, they are on the cusp of being able to be in upper bracket or lower bracket. Upper bracket means that you will be playing against PSG LGD tomorrow, and if you lose, you're still in the tournament. You'll go down one rung. But if you're in the lower bracket, then you're going to be facing off against Talon Esports, and that is single elimination. Tense times. Winter.
Yes. Some players tend to play better on the lower bracket.
Liquid.
And others tend not to.
Sometimes when your back is against the wall, that's where you play your best Dota.
Another way of looking at the matchup today is that you're playing for top 3. Because starting in round 1 of the upper bracket is a guaranteed top 3 finish. So you get on the podium today. One of these two teams.
And if you get on the podium, you take a fat stack of cash along with you as we take a look at the prize pool and the awards for making it through this second stage. So we need to figure out our top 4, which, even if you just get 4th place, $85,000 in your pocket. But if you manage to make it to upper bracket, that means that at the minimum, you're going to be taking home 120,000 USD. And if you win that upper bracket, well, that means that you're guaranteed to be qualified for a Riyadh Masters, which at the moment, pretty much every team that's in contention right now will likely be going to Riyadh Masters. The main determination is, depending on how well BetBoom do, that controls if Beast Coast are going to directly qualify. So if BetBoom get top 2, then that means that they get to go, which would be wild because they did not participate in Season 19, and they weren't even supposed to be here for Season 20. It was supposed to be Execration, but BetBoom have seized the opportunity to show up here to DreamLeague Season 20, and average performance be damned. If you make it to Grand Finals, you're going to Riyadh Masters.
Yeah.
But if they don't make it to Grand Finals, then Beast Coast is going to win off of their average placement.
Had BetBoom been struggling in the last couple of matches? Is that the case?
Well, they started 5-0 in group stage 2, and now they're 5-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheepstick. Sheepstick, everybody. Round of applause.
Hi,
Yeah, put the hat. Put the hat.
Give me a hat,
Give me the
please. Thank you.
I would say for this team, it's kind of common to have off days. Like, I was actually very impressed with their consistency in the second phase, but maybe they're resting on their laurels a little bit. Oh, we're 5-0, we're already through to stage 2. Maybe you let go a little bit. And, well, today, I would say bring out all your best stuff against Gaiman, because first of all, it's a statement match. It's a team you really want to beat because of their history, but also starting in upper is really valuable, especially if you're a team that has a tendency of being a bit inconsistent. Then having the second life can be very helpful. So
Losing against 9 Pandas was, I saw that yesterday, and I was like, oh, I can't believe we're inevitably going to have tiebreakers, because I thought for sure Bet Boom would be the safe bet, and then EG, Spirit, one of them would cause the tiebreaker. But no, it was Bet Boom losing to an already eliminated 9 Pandas.
Yep.
They had nothing. 9 Pandas had nothing to gain from that other than spite. And Sheep, I know that spite is oftentimes one of the most powerful motivators for Dota players.
I heckin' love Spite. So good. Unfortunately, Game is not playing against 9 Pandas, so that won't be a factor here, most likely.
That would have been hype.
That would have been good. But Bet Boom, maybe if they like close their eyes, like, oh, it's Eastern Europe, we can still make it happen, make the dream.
Well, either way, this is still a bit of a revenge match, because earlier in Group Stage 2, Gaiman did lose to Bet Boom team. This was one of the 2 losses that Gaiman had was against LGD, and the other one against Bet Boom. And whenever we interviewed Celery last night, Ted, it seemed like he was intent on turning that result around the other way.
Yes, you're not going to get a huge amount of emotion out of Celery. He's a very relaxed dude, very chill. But yes, you could see the fire in his eyes. I'm reading into it a little bit, but
I saw it.
Yes, I could see just a glint of flame in his pupils. He wants to win, obviously.
Nobody likes losing to the same opponents twice.
Damn right.
I think his literal wording in the interview, wasn't that something like, we were kind of mad after that loss?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was when I saw
unusual
the fire.
wording with this team. They always seem so chill and relaxed, you know, and maybe the word I would think if they're losing, they would be disappointed, but they're actually mad.
Livid.
Okay. That's
Yeah. I think there was a hole in the wall behind him that he punched a hole in the
that's what that
plaster.
was.
I mean,
Yeah.
the calm demeanor in interviews is just a facade. Celery is a monster.
Yeah.
He's very
it was a Quinn-shaped hole. He'd thrown Quinn.
You know,
through
talking
the
about
wall.
that, I had a teammate. There was one time he got so mad he actually punched a hole in the wall.
Wow. Was it a brick wall?
Nope.
Oh, that would have been
Thankfully, it
impressive,
wasn't
yeah.
a brick wall.
He was like, ah!
Was it after a game?
Yeah, after I pulled the creeps on the wrong time
Wait, in the middle of the game?
at the post-game meeting.
So he was
Meeting?
he was just simmering over that for like 40 minutes, because that happened to happen in laning phase. And then he was just steaming for 40 minutes.
I've told you 10,000 times not to do that. Bang.
Wow.
Whoa. Did you repair it afterwards? Who
The friendship?
No, dude, I just left. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I would just leave.
safe bet.
Even if I was a master of martial arts and scholarly pursuits as you are, I would leave.
It's always better to run.
Yeah, always better to run. Live to fight another day. Yeah.
Fight or flight response.
That's the true scholar approach, is to avoid the battle to begin with.
Yes. I'm saying that, by the way, because that is what Winter's name means, is a
Yeah.
master of martial arts and scholarly pursuits. That's one name. Means all that. That's pretty cool.
The word
what
Was
is
it
Troll's
the bin?
bin?
Yeah, the bin.
Bin. Yeah. What does my name mean?
Yeah. Trolls.
Something about Thor's spear. I
Good
think.
God.
Yeah, it's not as interesting as being.
No, that's awesome. Thor's spear? Are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, it's no big deal. It's just the spear of a literal god.
He has a spear. I haven't gotten to that Marvel movie yet.
Yeah, what? He has a hammer. when did he swap weapons?
Well,
He
sometimes
has different weapons in Norse
Yeah,
mythology.
because
The
you don't
hammer is just
always
the
want
most
a hammer.
famous one.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you need a spear.
That's it.
And what's the hammer called, Neil?
Mjolnir.
Yes.
Gives attack speed.
He stole it from Dota. That's crazy.
God.
Wow.
Made Dota real. Then what are you doing here anyway? Why are you not casting?
Good question.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. No, we're just mixing it up a little bit. There's
Okay.
going to be other casters. You have no idea who it is. You can never guess. That's going to be a very big surprise. It could be anyone.
Could be anyone.
It could be me. It could be you.
It could be Sind again.
It could be
Who
me.
sins?
This is all a ruse. I'm actually just doing both jobs.
No one's supposing it could be me. No. Which is fair.
Who? If
It's
we,
actually Tsunami Solo
I've
cast.
come as a midsummer dad, by the way.
if you
Oh, you do look like one, yeah.
Yeah.
if you wanted to cast, who here at DreamLeague Season 20 would you like to cast with?
Who would I want to cast with?
Yeah.
Shannon. I'm sorry.
Congratulations, we got a big surprise for you!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Sunsfan and Pyrian cast.
It is not, apparently, sadly. But no, I would love that.
Unlucky.
We just grumble for 45 minutes and then...
Grab ally!
Grab ally! It would be my dream.
Okay, Winter. If you had to cast, who would be your... Well, I'm assuming you would have to have a play-by-play by your side. Who are you taking?
From here?
Think wisely
Yep,
about
from
your
DreamLeague
answer.
Season 20.
Can I say someone that's not from here?
Nope.
You
Has to be
can't
from
say
here.
LD.
Were you going to say Mr. Gorman?
I guess I would like to cast with trolls.
Ooh.
Wise choice. Good. The weapon
good
can be sheathed again. Yes.
And he would just go on and on about how respectfully he disagrees with my comments.
Sheep, who's your pick?
Wait, it has to be a talent?
From here. DreamLeague
From here,
Season
talent
Oh,
from
you want
here?
to cast with a band, don't you?
I'd love to cast with the band.
20. The Pandas.
That would be pretty hype.
Oh, the pandas.
Primal Split.
I don't know, I kind of...
Hate
There's
everything.
not a single person I'd want to cast with from here.
Nice. That's a good answer.
Good answer.
There we go. That's base. That's fucking base.
I really hate all of you.
That's a real Chad move.
It is.
None of you.
She's not even trying to panel anymore. She's trying to learn how to play the instrument.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know what it looked like when the intro came in because I was pretty traumatized. So I think I was just staring with a really frowny face trying to not fuck it up.
That's what drummers look like.
Yeah, some of them were having fun. Ted came in. He was like, "Yo, you need to smile. We've been watching you practice for like 20 minutes." And I'm just like, "Okay."
It just looked like she was so sad and lonely down here. There was no one else in the studio. It was just Sheep playing the drums, and we could see the feet up in the green room. And she just looked really miserable. She was like,
I was so scared of.
she's just
messing it up.
focused.
Yeah, it was full focus.
I can appreciate having resting indifferent face.
It
It's
went
It's
well.
a good resting face.
I'm
It went well.
happy.
You did
I'm
not mess it up.
Thank you.
The problem is that now that you have signed up for this, we will be getting into our draft momentarily.
Okay.
And you know what the Pandas do during the draft.
Sure thing. I'm in.
Okay. Oh, damn. It's going to be like 15 minutes of repetitive.
I already did it once.
Can I suggest break out the brushes? Because it's a more
Oh.
gentle sound.
That's
I
and
like
that
the heavy
way,
sounds though. It's more fun.
yeah, but then we have to talk over it and it's difficult.
Well, that doesn't sound like a problem for me.
Fine. Then the problem
Yeah.
for us will probably be talking about the Dota.
The party hat's coming off because this is no longer a game.
Fine.
We're getting serious.
I guess so. It's
Okay.
Dota time, friends.
Finally.
You know what's on the
no.
line. A great deal of money and a movement into the upper bracket. So, as we prepare for the draft, what are we looking at as we get into the tail end of Group Stage 2 and move into the playoffs? Are we determining the Bali major meta already? Because we've had a lot of evolution over the past week and a half of DreamLeague Season 20. What's the biggest transition, Send, from day one of Group Stage 1 to where we are now in Group Stage 2 in terms of the heroes?
Ugh, that's a good question. It's kind of hard to just summarize it, but we've definitely seen. I would say the main thing has been the change in the priority in carries. I would say that really stands out to me. Like we've had Morphling rise to prominence, and then it feels like a lot of the meta revolves around how do you beat Morph if you don't ban it. So like Morphling is in there with counters such as AM and Faceless Void we've seen come out. A lot of the heroes from the beginning that were top tier still are there. Like the Timbersaw, for example, is a top tier. Undying has been embraced by every team.
Yep.
I think in the beginning that was mainly there were like a handful of teams that were rating it higher than everyone else. Now it's just an overall first pick. I feel like the only two teams that come to mind that rated number one the whole way, maybe three actually, were PSG LGD,
Yep.
EG,
Yep.
and
Pandas.
9 Pandas for solo. Have been rating it very high the whole time. So there's been some shifts. I would say a lot of the stuff is still largely the same. And I do think there's going to be a patch after this before Bali. I would actually
Really?
I would expect
What?
that.
Before
Yeah.
No
Bali?
way.
Nah.
A tiny I would expect a tiny little adjustment patch for some of the most egregious
No more
stuff.
grabbing your ally.
I mean, we had one literally during this event,
We
right?
did.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see it
That's
happen.
why I
we
don't
just
think
had
there's going to
one.
be one.
How
That's
long
why.
how long is the distance between this tournament ending and Bali's group starting? Is that
Like
a week?
2 days.
No, it's like 4 days.
4 days.
It's short.
Huh.
If it had been a week, I might have agreed with you.
I just don't think there's any way they're going to tuck a patch.
I mean, there's definitely not going to be anything big, but I could see a patch that nerfs like a handful of things. Like sometimes we get an E patch that nerfs like 5 heroes.
And
or
it's the heroes probably that you were mentioning. The Timber, the Morphling, the Undying. and
maybe
then
some techies.
Techies.
Yeah.
Brute.
Brood.
Please.
That's true, actually. I don't
Brood is
know-
probably actually, that's good. That's probably the standout
No, Timber
hero
needs
that's
to be
stepped
nerfed.
up.
All
The
the
most.
universal heroes.
Timber needs to be nerfed the
please.
most, but Brood is the one that changed the most from the
Yes.
start to now because it got buffed in the middle of the tournament.
Well, which one would you say changed more? Void Spirit going down or Brood going up?
That's probably even,
Okay.
more or less.
I don't know. Void was getting picked like near every game.
And Brood was getting picked no games.
I don't think. Yeah, but I don't think Brood's getting picked and banned every single game. She's kind of like around, but not to the.
Kind of close.
I'd say slightly Void favored in terms of him dying.
Yeah.
I think it'll change very soon because when Brood became good, maybe the players didn't practice the hero a lot. So right now they have time to practice, and then we might see if the hero is the same, we might see everyone just picking it.
Even people who weren't practicing it. Collapse is now a Brood player all of a sudden.
I mean, the fact that the guy does not play Brood and he still wants to play it tells you a lot about the hero.
Wants to win.
It's fun now. You get
It
to
is.
buy carry items.
Yeah. No one was a fan of the Aura build, and so Collapse has taken it under his wing. And then any other... Oh, never mind. I don't even need to think about it.
Do I go off? We have a lot of people on this couch, you know.
Go for it.
Let's go for it, sheep.
Move.
Yeah.
Space.
Oh, nice.
Created.
I love it.
All right. This is a best of 3 tiebreaker, friends. If you win 2 games, you're going to be facing off against PSG LGD tomorrow in the upper bracket. Loser faces off against Talon in the lower bracket. And Gaming Gladiators starting things off with a Doom and an Undying ban. Bet Boom, they ban out the Timber and the Enchantress. As usual, Morphling remains in the pool. It's usually the first thing I say.
Game banning Undying as first pick is a bit unusual for many of the teams we've seen, because it often is the overall first pick, but Gaiman just don't like it as much as certain other teams, I think. And, well,
Yep.
speak of the devil.
Well.
It's Brood.
Is Brood.
So what do you do now? I guess you have to pick a call right away. They can lane against the Brood.
I think one of the upsides against Gaming Gladiators is that you can more or less take it for granted that it's played by Ace. I think with other teams such as EG, it's always a toss-up. Is it going to be played mid? Is it going to be played offlane? I don't think I've ever seen Quinn play this hero. I don't think it's a
But let
Quinn
me
hero.
ask you, like, how effective it is on the mid compared to the offlane. Don't you feel like she just feels better as a side lane hero?
I think C-Smile had some really good games, actually, as mid-Brood. One of the games he went 10-0 and 12, I think, and another game he didn't have as impressive a scoreline, but had massive impact from the mid lane, so I think it's a matter of if you build around it correctly. But again, for Gaiman, it's a side laner, so you can already start really preparing for it now. All right. Gonna see the morph.
Beyond the core matchups, what supports do you think deal well with Brood?
This one.
Spiritbreaker.
One of the best.
Okay.
It's one of the only heroes that can see Brood at one given moment and keep the vision the whole way. So
Sticks.
it's the hunter against Brood. I would say this is the #1 support I would want to play against this hero, just because one of the challenges against Brood is being able to invade the area Brood is controlling, but you're always going to have some sort of information when you charge.
Yep.
And that's extremely valuable.
Oh, they're there.
You also have a BKB piercing lockdown. Brood is going to go combat build, so maybe you can kill her even through BKB. Many good things. Man.
Yeah. They're going for Terrorblade over the
Terrorblade opening.
Yeah, Terrorblade over the Faceless Void. Meaning Terrorblade can deal with the morph better. I mean, I find this as a rather strange pick.
I guess in terms of Agi carry matchups, Terrorblade cares less about getting strength stolen or Agi morph Aghanim
Yeah,
stolen.
but that's why you pick Void, right? You just put him in the bubble and you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but then you need to initiate on him. This has been the problem with all of the situations, is that like you need to see Morphling first. If they initiate on you, then you're screwed. And if you're against a Spirit Breaker, I feel like you're probably going to get initiated on first.
That frog is extremely unnerving.
You rub its back, and it makes them...
I can get a little soft on the. My mic's picking up, right?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. So every time I said shit, oh god,
Correct.
where is it?
Yep.
Nice, cool. I got the little sticks out for you, Ted, but it's too.
No, those aren't the brushes.
Yeah, this is not the brushes. It doesn't make much of
Here,
a sound.
I'll come and help you out. I can be your percussion aid.
Okay, thank you.
There's like a little metal.
Do you play any instruments, Ted?
Just the. I don't want to say which one I play.
Oh, is that it?
The skin flute. There you go.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
All right.
That's pretty good.
That's like a. That's the brush. So I don't know if they've got a second
There
one.
was a second one because I
Remember, they
played
do
the
also
one.
have a literal pot.
A literal pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just one brush.
I think Yan...
Oh, Jesus.
I caught it.
Protect
I'll
the
take
frog.
the toad.
Thanks.
I'll provide some maraca accompaniment.
Okay, cool. Make sure it's next to. It has to be next to a microphone.
Ooh. Ooh. Meanwhile, As a result of having to first phase this Terrorblade, they're gonna have to dedicate a lot of bans to protecting it.
Yep.
Take out the Darkseer, take out the Underlord.
And an interesting choice to begin with to pick Terrorblade into Morph, right? This is generally considered a Morph favored matchup because you're one of the carries that has the most magic damage, so you can kill Terrorblade through his high armor. You can turn into him and get a reflection illusion of him, which is also really powerful. You give Morph meta, you give him Conjure Image. It's very unusual. So I wonder what Gaming Gladiator's mindset here is. It doesn't seem like it's a matchup-based mindset, but more of a play style of we're just gonna send illusions everywhere. We're sending illusions, we're sending brute spiders, you're gonna have to deal with the whole map.
But then they also have the SB. SB can kind of deal with that. So it's definitely rather strange what they're trying to accomplish here. I mean, they ban out the Darkseer, the Underlord. Those are the heroes that are really good against the Terrorblade. I wonder if you still need to ban out the Batrider. Or maybe you just pick like some Oracle on the lane for the Terrorblade, so you don't have to worry about that pick.
I don't like the sound of this pan. Can I have something new?
I'll get rid of the pan for you, madam.
Thank you.
What do you want?
I don't know. The frog was pretty lit.
Frog.
Thanks.
Frog was pretty lit.
Pretty Chan lit. Ben. This guy right here. That's his name.
I have frogs laying eggs all over my farm all the time. Literally real frogs with tadpoles all over my farm.
Is that a good thing or are they a pest?
No, they don't eat my fish.
Oh, okay.
They just eat they eat the food.
I wish there was.
Well, then that means that they're a pest. They're eating the food that you're feeding.
Yeah, but
the fish.
sharing is caring.
I can't find the other one.
You do have that as
Sorry,
you're feeding the stray dogs also, don't you?
Yeah, I'm feeding everything around the place, the farm.
I feel like you're trying to get the pacifist achievement. I'm literally doing this for like 20 seconds and you just keep tilting your head. You're not like pushing it away or anything. You're just like embracing. Patience. There it is. The patience sigh as well. He's got the whole package, this guy.
Yeah, that's
Oh shit. Back.
Sending that clip to your wife. 3 bans dedicated to basically just protecting this Terrorblade.
Yeah,
Magna gets taken out also.
I mean, that's just what you have to do when you pick like a hero like Terrorblade. You just have to make sure that you cover all your bases and just try to give the hero as much as he can play around in the early game. Like, you don't want to see a Terrorblade like, what was it, the 15-minute game that the Terrorblade died 8 times? Was
Oh,
it
yeah.
EG?
Yeah, EG lost with their Bloodseeker. Oh, no, they lost with their Terrorblade against
Like, he died like 8 times
Yeah.
in the first 10 minutes or something.
Meanwhile,
Dota man at the same time. Tambourine, shells, shaker, and maraca.
Damn, you know all the names too.
Yeah,
wait, what's the thing in your left hand?
that's the shorty shaker.
Ah, the old shorty shaker.
That's what it's called. It says it on the side.
Look, even Quinn has one of them.
He can hear us. He's playing along.
No,
You're
you gave
leaving?
up your multi-instrument
off.
talents.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Now you have to play for 2 people, so you have to double tempo.
Exhausting.
All right.
I'll join her this time. Whoa!
There's probably 10 minutes left. Lion? Oh, they're trying to counterpick the Morph, obviously. They're going to have the Hex, they're going to have the Earth Spike.
They could go for- we saw this Skyrath worked really well last
Is that
time.
too loud for you guys?
Lion Skyrath?
That was pretty fast.
Yeah, was it loud? Was it too
It's a
loud?
little
Oh,
loud.
it's
Do
loud
rim
the
shots.
whole
That's
time.
a little chill.
What?
Just hit the rim of the drum.
Oh, I see. Okay.
On the nearest to you. There.
Nice
Nice.
one, Coach Edward.
Coach Edward.
Thank you. Coach Edward.
Oh no, it's password protected. I can't do anything.
Yeah, no, the keyboard is, I don't know how to use it.
GG.
And I can't get the guitars to come on either. The band are watching this from home. Please don't touch the equipment. That's what they're thinking.
No, they love it.
I-
They're so proud of me when I learn new drum things. Because
They
Billy
were
told me.
very, very proud.
I love them so much.
So this pick is actually kind of interesting here because it gives, first of all, it gives a catch against the Spirit Breaker. You can stop him mid-charge with a coil, but he can break it very fast with Bulldoze and just get away. It's also a catch for the Morphling. And I think Puck fares very well together with heroes like Terrorblade that just output massive single target damage during stuns, because you keep them in the area and Duracho is really going to get to go to town. But Betboom are going to respond now with a Primal Beast that they haven't played this very much. It's a very strong hero this patch, I would say, and also
It's good against Terrorblade and
great
Brute.
against Terrorblade early.
Yeah, and the Brute.
Yeah.
both heroes.
You can
I like this
also
pick a lot.
Puck in this game. You can dodge every single stun that they have.
Yeah, it's very hard for them
Phase
to
shift
kill.
is amazing.
And the Puck, Terrorblade, and Brute is telling me that they just want to play the whole map. Like these 3 heroes, they're gonna just be cutting waves left and right. It'll be very annoying to deal with.
I thought they might try and pair the Skywrath line again like they did yesterday when that was to really good effect. And they just rotated between the lanes, and whichever core was there, they teamed up with them, got a kill, went somewhere else, did the same thing. But I don't know if they want to run a Lion and a Skywrath into a Spirit Breaker and a Primal Beast. It kind of feels like that's 2 dead heroes if you do that. But I don't know.
You know what they say, Neil? Shake your shorty shaker.
It actually is called the Shorty Shaker.
Yeah.
I'm not clever enough to make up something like that.
Tide as well as Legion. So, I mean, they've basically dedicated 5 bans to Duracho. I guess the Tide is a little bit... I guess both of these are actually multi-purpose for both Brood and Terrorblade, to be fair. The last 2. But definitely really targeting the offlaners, expecting this Primal Beast to be mid by GPK. This hero can be played offlane, the Primal. It could be a pure hero, but they are doubling down on the expectation that it is a mid. Okay, Quinn did not understand that Shadow Demon ban.
What?
Yeah, he was not thinking that was what they were going to go for themselves, at
That's
least.
the Quinn smile, where he thinks, I've defeated these fools.
Lich. I was wondering if they were going to run back their Skywrath from yesterday, because they played that Lion Skywrath duo to almost perfection, and the Skywrath Silence could have been very interesting this game against the
I just
Morph.
said that.
But
You can't steal my point.
Why not?
I literally said that.
Well, that just... I agree.
Unbelievable.
I agree
You
with
could have
that.
agreed with me at the time instead of trying to pass it off as your own point.
Yeah, fuck off,
But now
Cinderan.
people will say,
Yeah.
oh, Sind made a really good point.
No.
Why didn't Pyrian make good points like that?
Now you're just saying
Check
they
the
didn't
VOD.
listen to you to begin with.
Check the VOD.
Yeah, why would they not listen to you when you said it?
Because they know I'm a fucking idiot, but occasionally I say something that's right.
There you go.
I'm just saying, I get no credit.
I'll give you credit, but I couldn't hear you over the drums the first time.
What? What hero have they gone for Axe?
Axe against the Lich.
Oh,
It's good against the Terrorblade.
This is another offlane hero that is good against TB and Brood to an extent, right? So Gladiators banned 2 of them with Tide Legion, but Axe was still available.
Yeah, but there's a Lich, you know. I feel
There
Lich
is.
is really good against the Axe, the Primal. The Shield is very good against their initiation.
Do you think the shield is very good against Primal?
Pretty decent, and you can stop the Polarize with your gaze. So
Yeah.
I like to play against Primal when I'm Lich.
Alright.
I feel like I can stop his jumps in most of the time. I mean, obviously you don't fully counter him, but it's just nice to play against Primal.
Yeah.
here's my mic work again.
Yes.
Yo, all I'm saying is, I sent a link to my Lich presentation to Quinn this morning, and they picked Lich into techies.
Your
That's all I'm saying.
Lich presentation?
Yeah, I
Oh yeah,
said,
you missed it. It was day 1 of this group stage. He emphatically...
all I'm saying is, they learned from it, bro.
They might have done.
It's me.
You're right. The emphasis was that during Blast Off, Sinister Gaze has an instant cast animation.
Yes,
So you
yes.
can just pluck him out of Blast Off.
Oh my god.
Solid counter. And obviously Bet Boom and everyone in this team, everyone in this tournament has been relying heavily on techies.
I mean, they're also playing like a very late game heavy lineup with the Terrorblade and Brood. So Lich really helps with delaying the game with the armor on the tower. So that there's an added benefit for having Lich in this game. Like if you're Bad Boom, you're going to play really aggressive with the Morphling, SV, Primal. You're going to be always running at them, killing heroes, and you want to push towers.
The one thing that's a bit unusual here about the Lich pick is that usually when it gets picked, there's like some serious value to Frost Shield inside the fight. Like you would pick Lich against heavy single target physical heroes. Morphling is a mix hero. He does a lot of magic damage, and all the other heroes do almost no physical. So I think Frost Shield in this game is not as impactful as we've seen it in other games. But as Winter pointed out, the secondary benefits might still make it worth it. And we'll see how they float the lane with... Probably going to be Lich Terrorblade against Axe Techies, I would imagine. Quite volatile lane.
Yeah.
Terrorblade has very low base health, and Axe Techies can do a lot of damage very fast if they can connect. So
Let's see how it goes down in game number 1, and then as we get
Send
into
it to
it,
me.
let's pass it on to the Sheepstick Pandas.
Nicely done. Welcome to Tiebreaker Day. My name is Sunsfan. Joining me is Kazu. Cinderin couldn't make it because he had a WoW raid to attend.
Right now. Actually gonna play in the green room.
Between the end of the draft and the end of the game is when the WoW raid actually takes place. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how they're exactly scheduling that, Kazu, but how are you doing, big boy?
I'm doing great. I'm here to bring you some actual analysis, unlike your usual casting
Yep, I
partner.
appreciate that.
You're very welcome. What's your first question of the game?
Let's see. Why is Morphling in every game?
I don't know, dude. This hero is so dumb. It was basically you either first pick it, or if you don't first pick it, you need to pick a hero that's good against it. As at the corner of my eye, I see Cinderin giving me a thumbs up.
Hey, you got a WoW raid to get to. Come on.
Dude, you're late. You need to slay a Sauron or something. Go, please.
Well, you've never played World of Warcraft either.
I have
Good.
not.
Good to see. All right, we're going to have the bounty runs. A little fight over it. Nice double impale from Tofi. He will get the bounty, but it will likely cost his life. First blood. Oh, he actually goes into the trees. GPK gets it, and if you're gaming Gladiators, that's the last person you want it on, as he is the mid laner. Pure does get taken out on the other side, so it is a trade of sorts.
No. Unlucky for Quinn. He has to lane against a mid hero who has first blood. Might be thinking Ken Throne, but we'll have to play out the game, as it is a comp game.
So yeah, talk to me about just, we don't need to talk about Morphling very much, but just give me the TLDR. Why is he so strong right now?
I feel like the hero is way too hard to counter. First of all, he makes HP out of thin air with his third spell. He can max Adapt to Strike and he gets a billion stats for some reason. I don't know who thought that was good, but yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
He can itemize against any hero, and he has a better Doom. He dooms a hero and steals the stats. So yeah, the hero's pretty good.
Yeah, that does sound pretty powerful, actually, now that you put it that way.
Yeah.
As Toronto Tokyo is going to take an impale with the blood grenade. He's ticking away, and he actually just goes down. Okay.
Concerning death, but well played by Tofu. Grabbing a free kill. Will not say no to that.
And Terrorblade will be the counterpart to the Morphling this game. Do you think Gaming Gladiators have the tools to beat a Morphling? Because we've seen Anti-Mage as the main one in the past few weeks.
I would say that Brood is very good against Morph. From what I've seen so far, Brood should be able to kick out the Morph later, and I think you want more than just one good core against the Morph, which they should have with Brood and TB. I mean, at this point, I don't think any carry actually counters Morphling. Maybe Anti-Mage is the biggest one. I think TB can have a good matchup, but you just want to make sure you have two right clickers so that one of them doesn't get doomed when he gets Aghanos.
Yeah, very true.
Very true.
You're not supposed to say that about your own point.
Yeah. Oh, nice dodge by Quinn.
10-3 right now versus the 6-1 Quinn Puck. So definitely a very good start for GPK. Obviously that first blood helping out with the net worth as well. And Ace on this Brood. We've been seeing a lot of the Broods, like you talked about, going for this Harpoon build where they're more of a right clicker. As the Sticky Bomb actually does latch the Durachio. That looked way off. But a nice stun coming out from Celery to prevent the blast off on his carry.
They saw the Sheepstick presentation. She was correct. Did you see it?
No.
It was basically when you play Lich, you need Sinister Gaze against Techie. So when this happens, you grab his ass while he's flying in, and you cancel it.
That's cool.
Yeah, shout out to Sheep. She can do everything. Presentate, play the drums, panel.
Presentate.
Don't ask.
I'm used to my co-caster having better English than me, Kazu. Step it up.
Yeah, you're. That's the one bonus you'll have for your sake.
All right, sounds
My
good.
English is nicht gut.
But yeah, what do you think of this? I mean, Puck versus Primal Beast mid. Do you think it favors one or the other? Normally, like, forget about the first blood and how it's going right now. How's it supposed to go?
It's gonna be slightly Primal Beast favor just because you out-CS the Pug. And when Puck gets 6, you're not the easiest hero to, well, get ganked because you have a lot of HP. So overall, I think GPK should be pretty happy, but in the game, Primal Beast doesn't really do all that much to Puck. Like, all his spells are very tailored, you can dodge them. So unless you get Blink pulverized, I think Quinn should be chilling.
We'll see if there's any rotations into the mid lane eventually. But yeah, Quinn's still quite far behind in CS to start this game, which, I don't know, he's had a bit of an up and down tournament so far. I mean, Gaming Gladiators, they started off a little bit rough, but they've come back to be able to get into this tiebreak situation for the upper bracket, which I didn't think was going to be possible because I think there were Were they like 2 and 3 or something to start?
Something like that.
They were not doing well.
No, their start was not good, but they definitely brought it back. And of course, Bedboom lost yesterday to 9 Pandas. They're brethren, so that's why they're here.
That's right. It's always that inter-regional play that can screw you over. Those teams just know you better
And
than
they hate
anybody
you.
else. And they hate your guts.
Which is very important.
So is that why Gaming Gladiators are so good? Because Quinn hates everyone.
Quinn definitely hates everyone. As in this series, he's eventually gonna tip Nightfall. If they win.
Oh, is there some history there?
I remember playing with Quinn, and Nightfall is kind of he can be a toxic ass. So we had we had Ponlo. We had Ponlo, and Nightfall was playing offlane at the time. And whenever he will play against Ponlo and kill him, he will tip him every time and call him bad. So Quinn really did not like that.
Oh, interesting. This was in scrims or?
Scrims and officials.
Oh, and officials.
Yeah.
Okay. So the beef is just, it's almost like it's infecting other people.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. So is this, the Ramses couldn't make it to this, you know, past the group stage here. So now, is this going to be the new rivalry?
It's going to be the new one. Just watch the tip. It will happen.
Okay. All right. We'll pay attention. Toronto Tokyo taking heavy damage from Ace. With that insatiable hunger, able to finish him off. Tofu getting chased by Nightfall, but can't pursue any further. He's going to take an impale. Do you think, I assume Lion, in some respects, is good against Morphling.
Yes.
You have like the instant hex, you have the burst damage, you have mana drain, which I don't know how much that affects Morphling, but it seems like it would be good.
I mean, anything that... Let's think about it this way. Morph is like the most stupid hero in Dota. Anything that stops him from killing you or taking him out of the fight has got to be pretty good.
Okay.
So Lion Hex, Lion Stun, and potentially bursting him, it's got to be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
When nothing else works, just stun him.
Of course, the only problem is he does get insta-gibbed when it gets to mid-game, the Lion. If
Just
the
like
Morphling
most
finds
supports,
enough.
sadly, against Morphling.
Yeah.
Just die.
Is there any hero that's kind of surprised you in this tournament being maybe more popular than you thought, or maybe heroes that you're thinking are better than teams are actually showing off? As Blast Off connects onto Doraccio top. That's going to be a nice kill for Save.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. I think when we go back to heroes, I think Tiebreaker is currently rising in Stonks. I think the hero is very good. I think Enigma is slightly underplayed. That's one hero I could see teams try a bit more in like the later stage of the tournament.
Yeah, that hero was completely ignored early, and we've been seeing it a little bit now towards the later stage.
As here we have the greatest combo of all time. A hasted Primal Beast certainly will not kill everyone he runs over.
Yep, starts with the Pulverize. Trample actually will be used, didn't really need it, but GPK with the kill, level 7 now. And he's top net worth in the game by a sizable margin.
So we have some Wisdom Rune action going on, but it will just be a 1-for-1 trade. As the Cowman.
That's right.
Stealing it. They're both. Did they both scan each other just on the runes?
I saw, yeah, they both did. As we're going to see the charge come onto Ace. From above. And Nightfall. Okay,
Another
they get
one.
the bash, but Insatiable Hunger's there.
Yes,
Get him
they
back
could
up
be
to a
okay.
respectable amount of HP. Do you prefer Brood as the right clicker that he is, or the split pusher that he was before?
Yeah, the right
or
click
the
build
aura,
is-
or the aura buy. I guess there's 3 versions, right?
It's gotta be the right click. Is now in trouble.
Yep, he is. Sticky Bomb, not even bothering with the blast off, as the right clicks should be enough, and Nightfall gets credit for that one. But
Oh, they're
meanwhile,
trying
on the
to
top
start
lane, Pure getting slowed to a crawl. This is the hero we haven't really talked about, which we will after he dies, of course. Sinister Gaze is there. Saved with
Nice
the blast off
off.
onto 3. Is that enough to save Pure, who wants to go back in? Question mark? Tofu does die and save. Oh, looks like he might go down as well. Trying to put down some mines, but Doraccio, okay, he does get another one on top of that. So maybe a little bit better than I thought it was going to go for Betboom.
There was very... Doraccio at least got to kill one of the mines. Otherwise, Save would have killed all of them. A little concerning step back from Pure. Maybe overestimating his tankiness a little bit, but Save kind of saving the day.
Good one.
Yeah, I knew you would say it.
It's usually reserved for Cinderin, but
I knew.
I'll give it to you today. But yeah, talk to me about the Axe this game. And is this a, I mean, I would assume decent against Brood, as we're going to see Pulverize onto said Brood. GPK with the Onslaught Trample combo, and Nightfall's there to finish the job again. So a couple deaths now for Ace.
Okay, this Primal Beast hero is looking really goddamn strong whenever I see him played. LGD were the first ones to play it, and whenever I'm seeing Primal Beast, he's just walking around killing everyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't really get killed because he's tanky. I'm not really seeing the downside to this hero yet. I feel like teams don't know the answer. I don't either. I cannot tell them what they should do. But all I see is them feeding to it.
Well, what about the blade mail that we've been seeing picked up pretty much every game that I've seen the mid primal? The games that I've cast, at least, it has not looked particularly great, but they still continue to go for it.
I would say it's pretty good. Having armor on the hero is great. It also helps you farm indirectly a little bit, right? Because you reflect some of the damage. And, I mean, you're just the type of hero, you just get the hell in there. So having a blade mail, which might deter some people from hitting you, or if they hit you, you deal like 5,000 AoE damage. I don't know, checks out to me.
Okay.
A lot of the items, they have impact even from the things you don't see.
Yeah.
Maybe we're too stupid.
Well, we don't see a lot of stuff. So.
That's true.
Understandable. Quinn, I don't think has even used Coil yet this game, as he has bounced back a bit. Still top net worth on his team, but third overall in the game, as the 10-minute rune is about to spawn.
Slap
the Ratio.
Slap him.
Take some action from Pure as the Coil finally used in the bot lane onto 2, but Toronto Tokyo was on the outside before he got that charge off. And that was a chain frost. Wait, that wasn't the
Certainly a frost.
Sorry, it was a frost.
Good one.
Thank you. We'll go down to the illusory orb. And the double damage rune was taken by GPK.
Well, spells certainly were used. I would say next Coil, probably want to have Tofu with Quinn to try and get those kills. It's definitely one of the bigger reasons they also picked the line with the puck. You need some of that follow-up damage, but Bedboom's still pretty happy with all of their cores. Like Pure, he's just going to be free farming like this. Unless you bring Tofu and Puck to kill him, I don't think Pure is going to be in a lot of danger, really. As we have a little charge coming in from the Cowman.
Ace with a ton of spiders. Okay, you can see how much damage Spearbreaker does to those now. Trying to get off the ult, but gets stunned midway. Finally, the Nether Strike goes off. He's going to die shortly after, but here comes GPK again, taking out Ace. And Quinn just a little bit too late, and still with no Coil back up.
Man, Primal Beast is such a good rune hero. It's actually disgusting. Having a haste on this hero, you just kill everyone. With DD, you hit for 200. Your trample deals more damage. Yeah. I mean, this hero, the more I see it, I'm just like, okay. BSJ was right. You know, 3 weeks ago, this guy, every day, he's like, oh, Primal Beast is so good. You need to try it. He was right.
I mean, broken clock is right twice a day, so
that's true. He did talk about it in the offlane, so maybe I should take away some credit. But.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to mention that. Poor BSJ.
Sorry, bro.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Damn, he died.
Well, he left halfway through the tournament. So.
True. Okay, Morphling. I wanna just see Morphling die. I hope they smoke him soon, as we might see Ace die.
As a caster, you're not supposed to hope for anything.
Sorry.
A little tip there for you, Kezu, is the Pulverize. We'll find Ace. Thank God he died. I hate spiders, after all.
Oh, he is dying. Hold.
He's got
Never mind, he's
the
Morphling.
Attribute shift off. The Coil's still there,
Finger him.
but he is completely surrounded, and the finger is enough.
Woo,
and
let's
Nightfall,
go.
despite it taking 20+ seconds, they do kill the Waterman.
Yeah, Waterman definitely deserves to die a couple times. Still top of the net worth, so how much does he really care? But we love to see it. As Celery. Cowman coming in with the charge.
Yep, they have the vision. Save. Not going to be able to hit his spells directly.
Many pings.
Celery, okay. Now they're strike in,
Frost.
and they're going to blast off. They didn't really want to use all of this to kill Celery, but they had to.
Oh, here comes Pure. Hello.
Yeah, with a little battle hunger action.
He's fine.
Yeah, back to my question about Axe, though. His impact.
Oh, yeah, you did ask that.
From like a lineup perspective, how does... Like, this was the last pick, I believe, right?
Yes, it was their last pick. Axe is pretty good. There's definitely been teams who have struggled to make this hero work, but it's just that this hero can fall flat. You need follow-up damage, but they have that. First of all, with techies, it's going to be a lot of follow-up damage. You have Morphling, a lot of single target damage as well. He can always waveform, get those kills in. And when you have a good early game and you can pair it up with this follow-up damage we're touching on, I think Axe is going to do great in this game. You're good against TB, you have the follow-up damage, you're good against Brood. And the more stacks you get early on too, I feel like people underestimate Axe's late game. If this hero gets there, he is a sick team fighter.
I feel like we never see the stacks, though. It's always like 3 stacks at like 35 minutes. Like, how many do you think you need to be feeling like you have a lot of stacks?
Okay, I would say more than 5 at 35 minutes.
More than 5 at 30. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on.
We'll get there. He's gonna start chopping some celery.
Because there's like a 15 or is it a 20 talent where you have to choose one or the other.
It's the 20. It gives you more armor per stack.
Yeah, so that's like, if you're already getting a decent amount of stacks, then you probably go on the left.
Yes.
Otherwise, the Calling Blade one's still pretty good.
Yeah, if you feel like you lack some damage, I think the Calling Blade damage is pretty cool. But if you have those stacks up, and honestly, it does happen. Like sometimes you just have a team fight, you chop 3 noobs in a row, you get 3 stacks, suddenly you have like 7, 8 stacks. You just take that armor talent. Feels great.
Especially this game.
For sure. Brute
Brute
TV?
and
Yeah,
TP.
you're chilling if you have a lot of armor in this game. And it makes your battle hunger deal more damage. Did you know that?
Yes, of course. I'm an axe aficionado, of
Are you?
course. I've been waiting to see his Aghanim Scepter at some point in the
It's
program.
good. That axe is sick.
I love the concept.
You know the combo. You know what the combo is in a late game? Arcane Blink and Berserker's Call. The cooldown.
I was building this in my I went when we could build Octarine from Vanguard.
Vanguard, yeah.
Octarine, Arcane Blink. It's godly.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is 40,000 gold, but it is good.
That's fine. That's fine.
Fine. We always get there.
You ignore your team for 35 minutes, and you'll have it.
You get 40,000 net worth in 35 minutes?
Yeah, easily.
You're very good.
GPK with the trample, pulverize. Pure's there with the follow-up call. Do they have enough?
Dunk.
Dunk coming.
Oh, yeah.
Blast off is there. And Pure with his first stack of the game. All right, he's 1/5 of the way to the 35-minute mark to get the stacks needed to go for the left talent, according to you.
It's pretty good. He's only had like 3 or 4 minutes to realistically obtain stacks. Because that's
true.
When
he hasn't really been
picked up the
active at all.
blink. So 1 chop per 3 minutes. It's good. Let's see if he can keep up. 18 minutes is the next time he needs to chop someone.
Okay. Somebody set a timer. Quinn.
GPK. Blade
Loyal
mail.
onto GPK. It's already going to be broken. Sticky bomb to follow. And the Frost Blast is there as well, but GPK just shrugging off. His axe has found, or ace, I should say, has found Toronto Tokyo. The initiation from Pure
Chop,
onto the Lich. Chop is going to miss, so no stacks this time. And now he's going to get stunned on the back end. Only 1 death thus far.
Oh, they're ditching.
Dave able to TP out. Pure has to pop his Berserker's Call to try to survive a little bit longer, but not nearly enough. So that looked like BetBoom were trying to bait them in, but it didn't really work out too well.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were too confident in fighting. I mean, they didn't have Nightfall, or did he ditch like that? You know, he wasn't there. His TP is still up, so didn't really feel too good about fighting as Tofu is looking for... What's he looking for? He's chilling.
He's looking for a Blink Dagger, I guess.
Yeah, he will not find it on there.
It's a lot of spiders. Charge from Toronto Tokyo, but not going to have any follow-up this time. I'm glad we're seeing Spirit Breaker back again, as apparently 24 spiders have been killed.
That's great. 216 gold.
Look at the death rattle of
looks like a very sad spider. I love to see that. No one likes spiders.
Honestly, I don't dislike them that because they kill insects, and I hate bugs so much.
I agree, but then when I see a spider, I don't like them either.
Yeah,
I want them to go
but then I
away
look
too.
at them like, you're my pest control. You're a good boy. And I feed him a fly.
So you leave them.
Then he gets gargantuan. GPK, he's found. He's
hard
controlled, but the onslaught is there, and the counter charge from Toronto Tokyo. Quinn not wanting to expend the coil, as the blast off is going to completely miss. So, not sure if these teams want to disengage or continue to fight. Quinn able to dodge a couple spells, but a nice initiation from Pure onto 2. Trying to focus down Celery first. Not going to go for the choppity chop because it's not quite up yet. Quinn has to use his coil, but then dies shortly after anyway. So 2 for 1 in favor of BetBoom.
Damn, how did Pure get off that good of a jump? Like, if we look at Gaiman's wards, they have 2 great wards in this area. Nice juke by Tofu. Will now have his Blink Dagger.
Okay.
I mean, Gaiman are having...
Nightfall has to be a bit scared now.
For sure. He might even want to play on slightly higher strength, I think, to come. Once he sees this Blink, he'll have to be a little aware. But Gaiman seem like they have trouble just killing some of these heroes, right? Like, look at GPK. He has 2k HP. He pops the Blade Mail. You need to literally pop all of Quinn's spells, all of Lion's spells. Is that even enough? They're not getting to burst GPK. And now he has the most broken rune of the game.
Yeah, you gain 1,000 HP when you click the bottle now.
That's actually sick.
It's really good.
I love Shield Rune. Did you suggest that?
No, that one was not me.
Cinnamon.
A great... No.
Probably.
Over the course of the years, we might as well be devs on this game.
Probably. I mean, maybe it's like a World of Warcraft power-up.
That's true. That's
Probably
where he gets all his ideas, where he's raiding right now, figuring that out, what the next change for Dota should be.
We'll hear it on the panel.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So that's good.
if he finishes the raid in time. Otherwise, he won't be able to show up. And there's the shield room from GPK.
The one thing about shield room that I love is it makes heroes look sick.
It does. You and Cinder agree on that. I think
You don't?
no, it's fine. Yeah, I guess.
So why don't you say that we all agree on it?
I mean, I don't
You
care.
excluded
I'm
yourself.
very apathetic about it. Blastoff is going to miss. Nice phase shift coming out from Quinn as the
Wow.
BKB now online for GPK. That's a very big item.
Okay, BKB is completed. Nightfall is just going to work on the most broken item that Morphling can pick up, which is the Aghanim. So he won't be looking to fight too much. He might join later on, but his team, they're ready to fight. They're going to 4-man smoke for now. Maybe we can get a chop counter for Pure. He's currently behind
Yeah.
the time we need him to hit, so
Yeah.
Gotta make up for that.
If he
Quinn.
gets a double one. Oh, Quinn, nice phase shift. Gonna end up getting out of that quite easily.
You can't catch Quinn like that. Unless someone's knocking at the door, he'll be looking at the screen ready to press
Yeah,
that
you
little
need the
face
Lion on your team for that.
You do.
Or Shadow Shaman, which is not a hero.
Yeah, that hero's not a hero. He's really not.
I think if they just extend his range, he'll be fine, honestly, but who knows?
Who knows?
All right, Pure obviously has the Blade Mail to go along with the Vanguard Blink, and we'll be going for the Crimson Guard. Pretty much a no-brainer this game against the likes of Brood and TB.
Very good against the Dire Heroes, as I think Gaiman right now are waiting for the Skadi on Doratio, and then it's kind of time for them to force a fight, force an objective, maybe force the Roche. You do have Brood TB, two heroes that can help you take a fight there, which should be pretty good. Like once you have the Skadi against Morph, I think you feel very happy, especially before Nightfall gets to complete his Doom item,
right?
Which is still about 2.5 minutes away-ish. So you would love to use that timing.
Yeah, I've kind of liked the strategy of teams not caring if Morphling goes Ags when they pick up like an Ursa as a counter, right? He doesn't really care about it too much. But how much, I mean, I assume Terrorblade cares quite a bit about the Aghanim's.
He cares.
On
Sadly,
Morph.
every hero has to care about getting turned into Morph, but I guess the good thing is you still have other things that help you gain damage, like Meta, and you have Illusion, so you're still pretty strong. And something else I've seen some people do in pubs recently is where you try to pick up the Shard, the Demon Zeal, to like kind of make up for what you're losing. I've seen that sometimes be pretty effective. But I think overall Gaiman's strat is just, if he dooms me, then Ace is still strong. He currently has a... What does he actually have? Yeah, he has the Echo turning into the Lincolns now. Yeah, he's going to start hurting, especially if you get the Shard on Brood, which I think is damn strong as well. This GPK is... yeah, he's getting the hell out.
It's getting close to Roche time.
Where is he getting?
I would think.
I think so.
But Roche is on the bottom right.
+1 Spider, and +1 Spider again. Woo! +2.
Very nice.
It is Roche time. It's definitely the right play for Gaiman. So if you're Bedboom here, I wonder how comfortable they feel to contest, because when you are having a good game on Axe, which you kind of are, you need to be very careful about taking fights where you go in and then you just die. He doesn't have his BKB yet. They don't have the Morph Axe completed, so looks like they're content on, just kind of giving this one away.
And you think they know that this is happening for sure?
Yeah, they should know. I mean, let's look at how they're playing. Axe is behind the top wave. There's Morph Illusions killing mid, and Spirit Breaker's like chilling bottom. No one's showing. They gotta know. I mean, to be fair, their net worth also went up like 2k during this time, maybe 1.5.
Yep, taking advantage of it, and remains to be seen if Gaiman can actually use this Aegis to try to cut into this lead, as Quinn will have the Aegis. Although he has been the most slippery hero to get on.
Yeah. What's going to allow him to play more aggressive? I do like saves items with the Glimmer, the Force, Tofu holding a little Philly Stone. That's probably the most feel-good item you can get on any support right now. Another reason why I think Enigma is better. You have a higher chance of getting the big boy Philly Dilly Stone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's great to hear.
Yep.
Hey, doesn't care about the minus attack damage, I suppose.
Nope, you just want the money. Money, money, money. 4-man smoking.
Is GPK actually going hard?
Yep, it's very good on Primal. It's like the go-to build.
Huh.
You tank it up, you get in. I think the earlier you get hard, the harder it is for them to kill you. He ends up with like 3k HP. This hero has some ridiculous strength gain. 4.3 with hard, it also makes your trample deal more damage. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Checks out. Wisdom Rune.
Oh, Toronto, Tokyo. Watch that happen. Unfortunate for him.
He also has a Glimmer Kit. Yeah, okay, kind of checks out. I have like all this Chain Frost, Finger, Coils.
Dire's bottom tower.
But Gaimin are just looking to speed up the game now. They have this Aegis. Scotty completed.
Yep, Dyrachyo in meta, and you can see based on the TPs that BetBoom might want to defend. Tier 2 tower at half HP.
I mean, they can look to burst Dyrachyo if they do it
sticky bomb. They know he doesn't have Aegis, so that is definitely a hero you want to target.
Okay, Pure just got his BKB, so they are waiting for that.
Nightfall, okay. Turns into Terrorblade. Meta available.
Okay, aggressive
Tokyo with the charge. Pure with the counter initiation. Gets the call onto one. They're focusing on Ace for now.
Oh, he didn't grab him.
GPK able to BKB out of the coil easily. Is this fight kind of weird? Quinn still with that Aegis on the backline, but there's another strike onto Dyrachyo. He's just going to turn his sights onto Toronto Tokyo instead of the blast off. Holding in place, there's Thunder comes in from Dyrachyo, but the waveform is there, and down goes the TB.
Nice call.
Pure with a nice call again. Dunk to come. And just like that, 3 dead for Gaming Gladiators. Quinn still with that Aegis for 2.5 minutes, so they'll likely disengage and try to hold on to this as he actually finds a regen rune. Ace getting pursued. Will pick up the bounty. Very important. Looks like he's going to be okay.
That didn't even look that clean to start off for BetBoom. Pure did not break Ace's Linken's, which means that GPK couldn't grab him. We'll see it here, so Ace just gets to walk it off. I was wondering why he didn't get grabbed, but, well, he has Linken's Sphere, so GPK couldn't. But then now it's like, okay, we back off a bit, then we go back. Tofu had a great stun here, which nearly saved Dyrachyo here on the Morph. I think it's coming out unless I'm stupid, right there. But still ends up dying. Sick fight from BetBoom.
Yep, despite not having the Aegis, they fight into it, and although they don't get the Aegis carrier, they still win the fight pretty handily.
I mean, I guess they can kind of just ignore... I mean, Quinn doesn't deal enough damage yet. Like, Puck's minute 20 to 35. He's strong, he's elusive, but it takes quite a while for him to actually kill heroes. Like, once he gets to, like, the 40-minute mark, he has all the talents, some super low cooldown. As here. Oh, did he just...
Yep, Pure died apparently.
Oh.
That.
That is a crazy kill.
Yeah.
All right, 800 gold for Quinn. He's got to be happy about that, even forcing GPK to get out as well. Oh, I missed that one. Thanks for the replay. I blame you. I blame you.
Pure did get the second Culling Blade stack. Still far behind.
Far behind, my friend.
Yeah.
Noob. That's rookie numbers. He's got to step it up.
Gaimin are doing a very good job of spacing out, not getting... I mean, he had one really nice call, but other than that, they've been solo calls for the most part.
I mean, if you're Gaimin, how do you end up taking fights? You can only really kill heroes if they're hexed, stunned, or coiled. And even if they're coiled, there's a BKB on Axe and Primal, and they're super tanky. Huh. It's not easy. They need both Ace and Dyrachyo to be able to stick on heroes. As...
This is the chance for Quinn to tip Nightfall while he's not in the game.
He
don't want to anger the Morphling.
No. He wants him to see it. But he needs to be ahead.
Yeah, he needs to do something.
Yeah.
Something needs to happen for Gaming Gladiators.
Quinn will not tip while losing. He knows.
Yeah, of course.
He will wait to hit the throne.
4K lead for BetBoom. Feels like they have control of the game, regardless of what the net worth is showing. It's not really that big of a lead, but it feels like they're dictating the tempo completely. And I think that this Aegis just is not really going to be used. So in hindsight, maybe better to put it on the TB. But then again, Aegis on TB when you're not hitting buildings feels kind of bad because you're not going to have meta on the respawn.
Yeah, they don't really have the best Aegis carriers. Like, it's not like Brood is a good Aegis carrier either because you only really threaten heroes during your Insatiable Hunger, which also has a pretty decent cooldown. It's like a shorter meta in that sense. GPK now has hard. Yeah, I think this tankiness is a problem for Gaming Gladiators. I'm not sure how they're going to be able to address it, as Ace is looking to build... So he's going for a pipe, so it's kind of a hybrid item on this Brood. I guess he wants to help his team to stay alive early on and help Dyrachyo play longer fights. I'm not sure if this will pay off.
Yeah, this is... I mean, he went Echo Saber into auras now, essentially. Well, Linken's more defensive, obviously, and now the pipe to come.
He might be playing with the idea that Quinn is going to take off in this game later, which Puck definitely can, and he wants to help him and his supports and the TB to stay alive longer, to like help Puck get this longer out fight where he can win. But yeah, we'll have to see if that works out, because generally I think you want these two right-clicking cores against Morph, but I won't question Ace too much as Quinn. Easy dodge.
Yep, easy peasy. Linken's now on Dyrachyo, so trying to block this Morphling from turning into him, but they do have a lot of ways to, well, maybe not a lot of ways. I mean, Charge is very easy to use, Battle Hunger as well, but Battle Hunger you need to actually be close, so Charge probably the best.
Charge is going to be pretty chill, yeah, like just to easily take him over. Okay, Charge, press Morph, now you turn into TB, then you wait a few seconds, you'll have a new one. I mean, I never love it, but I feel like you just have to do it. Like, the more I hear carry players talk about this matchup, they're like, well, this Linken's, if he doesn't get to Morph in me, it gives me like 2 billion attack speed.
Yeah.
So, I guess kind of checks out. Seems like a good item. So we have a new smoke coming in from Betboom.
I mean, Terrorblade is such a good hero to turn into. Meta is essentially an ultimate, right?
Yes.
You actually can, and it
disgusting.
It changes your BAT still, I think, right?
Yes, it does.
So it lowers your BAT as more. That's insanely good.
You get Reflection, you get Illus, you get all the stats, attack speed. Yeah, it's...
And they picked it into the Morphling. They knew. I mean, Morphling was second pick in the game.
At this point, I don't question anymore. All the carry heroes I thought beat Morph, they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charge the bot, Tofu. Oh, he's going to get bashed up by the 17%, but there's the coil from Quinn to try to save his Lion. That doesn't look likely, though. His save gets credit for that one. And now they know that coil is down. Perhaps they try to force something, although the lead has been cut in half since we started talking about it.
Okay, this next Rosh is very important. It's going to be a daytime Roshan. It can start respawning within 1 minute, so it's going to be down on the Radiant side.
Dagon.
I like it.
That's what I like to see.
Quinn, Gaming are going to have to rely on Quinn popping off later in the game, and Pak just does it on like going in, using all your spells, stab some noob, hope he dies, do it again 10 seconds later, and just try to keep playing off of that.
Do you think it's right to upgrade it right away? Because
I think so.
In this patch, it's more common. I mean, when it was picked early on in the patch, you get Dagon level 1 because you get such good stats and spell lifesteal, and you upgrade later.
Yeah, in this game, it's less about the spell lifesteal. It's going to be more about the damage, so I would be surprised if he doesn't upgrade the Dagon. I mean, certainly they're not going to be killing GPK, who is 4 billion HP.
Yep.
He's going to have to focus on killing these supports. Techies, SB, maybe if Pure goes in too deep, but even that is going to be a tough ask. I think Quinn is going to be focusing on the back lines, try to make it easier for his team to play.
He has like 5k health right now.
He has more than 5k health even, right? It's like 5.5.
Absurd.
Yeah. He's holding a ceremonial robe, not bad. Yep, 5.6k HP. Just normal.
Well, what's the next item then? What do you go after this?
For who? Quinn?
For GPK. Big boy.
Overwhelming Blink or something?
Okay.
Overwhelming Blink, maybe you probably replace the bottle for Shiva. I think you would like some physical armor. Yeah, Shiva sounds cool.
And you can see Gaiman, they are smoked up. They want to fight. Now that some of these items are online, GPK, remember that's a 75-second duration on Shield Rune for some reason.
Checks out for me.
Takes a little bit of damage here.
He has a DD as well.
It is running out, though. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, you go the Ags. Yeah, Ags or armor. I think both of those are great. Okay, so
the counter smoke now from Betboom, who are trying to position themselves on the other side, knowing that Roche could be up soon. It's going to be 45 seconds. Pure gets the initiation off to start. Charge to come. Ace already at half HP. The Nether Strike is there as well. But a lot of damage mitigation as they're actually focusing on GPK, taking so much damage, able to onslaught away, though. The dunk comes in.
Buyback.
Kills off Ace.
They used all their BKBs, though.
Yeah, they're going to be TPing to the outpost. This is the Radiant advantage on this side. As GPK and company trying to wrap around. I think they want to re-engage here. They have vision on Tofu, so the call comes in first. Chop is there from Pure. And Daracha still in that meta form, trying to focus on Nightfall right now. But Nightfall able to find the distance. Turn off the Tokyo, gets a nice charge with save coming in with the blast off. And that is another death on Gaming Gladiator side. Quinn is next, and this is going to be a full team wipe. Daracho does get up the Thunder at the last moment, but the bashes are there. And this looks like a full team wipe as GPK gets a triple kill.
They nearly had GPK there, but he barely gets off his BKB, gets to charge out. Really nice buyback as well from Toronto Tokyo. I'm pretty sure that Betboom won this fight while Nightfall pressed Morph on a Lincoln Sphere. So that is not a good sign if you're Gaming Gladiators. I don't think he was able to turn into anyone. And they still lost.
Yeah, that's basically evaporating 4.2k net worth from you and you still win the fight. As we can see the replay here. Dracio's meta was running out here anyway.
Oh, great blast off in charge.
Yeah, these Roche fights sometimes get so awkward, and GPK able to kill the trees with the trample, so just finding Quinn pretty much right off the bat. And they don't really lose much. I mean, there was a buyback that came in, but not too expensive for Bedboom. Roche did spawn like right after that fight, but they were a little too weak to try to go for it.
Looks like they wanted everyone to just spend their gold, get ready, and now I guess they're just going to force it. I don't know if Gaimin are going to be in a position if Bedboom just decide to hit it right now. It's also going to be a butterfly completed for Nightfall after this Roach if they do get it.
Gaimin showing themselves in the bot lane, so Bedboom do have to be aware that this is a possibility. And meta back up in 20 seconds. If they're timing it, they know, which means this will end up being a free Roche for Bedboom. So that's Aegis and Cheese.
Yeah, this is a scary Morphling. And not just him. This is a scary Primal Beast.
And Primal, yeah, GPK's like, I don't want anything, and they're not going to kill me.
Yeah, you're not dying.
300 from Ags.
I mean, even in the last fight, he was hexed, stunned, being perma-hit by the TB and the puck, and he did not die.
Oh. Is that? Oh my god, he's building Ags on Axe.
Oh, he knows.
Oh my god.
Good job, Pure. He's listening.
He only has 3 stacks, or 4 stacks now. Okay.
Oh, he's close.
He's getting there.
He is half a level to get +1 stack.
He has 45 seconds to get it.
He will do it. he will take the left. Oh, Axe ball.
Oh god, that was the Cindering curse right there. He's gonna do something good. Calls literally nothing.
Never mind. He took the Culling Blade damage talent. Unlucky.
Oh.
Boring. We'll get to see more chops at least.
Yeah, true. He has been struggling with that a bit. What do you... Okay. Cindering shit on me for this, and then I heard another analyst say this was actually good.
Okay.
Phylactery Axe. Not in this game, I'm just saying in general. What do you think?
I've seen it. I don't think it's that bad.
Thank you.
If it's... So, okay, I like it in a game where... Think about this. Sometimes when you rush Blink, you can't really get kills on the map. You don't have a Snapfire, you don't have a Skyrav. Your mid is a TA, you're just going to farm. So why would you play on blinking in? Just play on range with Battle Hunger and Phylactery.
Yeah.
Then it's good. I've seen it.
You can't screw up your Culling Blade.
That is true. Celery.
Oh, nice job with the Sinister Gaze, but he's still dead. GPK gets that.
Well, you can stop 2 heroes, but there's 3 of them. Unlucky for Celery.
He just needs an Axe, then he's fine. He can stun all of them.
He will kill all of them if he has Axe. Surely.
Yep, of course.
Axe completed on GPK.
I don't think we've seen a... Oh, wait, we have seen a Tormentor kill. Only one, though, on the side of Gaming Gladiators. Or did they get that stolen? Let's see.
Let's do some scrolling action.
Yeah. Wait, does anybody have a shard here? Okay, Brood has shard.
He bought it, I'm
and
pretty
Lich.
sure.
Okay, so the Lich.
Here, Dire, Tormentor, Lich. That was a long time ago. We're just a little blind.
But what do you think of teams not really, like for Bedboom? They have so much control of this side of the map, so I can understand why they're not maybe doing the tournament. Do you think they need to emphasize that more? Is it really, am I making too much? It's 36 minutes in. It's 16 past.
I mean, they definitely could have killed it. I think Morph is one of the better heroes to do it, but I guess he's just never ended up there. Toronto Tokyo did just ping the Tormentor.
Oh, all right, he remembered.
Just literally 10 seconds ago. Maybe it's something like, okay, let's go push here, force them back, and afterwards, let's TP back, take the Tormentor, and play the map.
Right, okay.
Or it's like, let's just end the game. It could be a call.
Yeah, Nightfall with the Solar Crest applied. Has to go through this Frost Shield. Still 2 Siege there as well, actually, so they have a big push coming. GPK is going to try to tank up a little bit, but the Siege will die. Fortification number 1 for Gaimin. Frost Shield delaying it even more. GPK, okay, he goes in, gets instantly hexed. Lotus applied now is Pure looking for the call onto Ace, but will not go for it. Chain Frost. Coil comes out as well. It's only on a Morphling, though. Toronto Tokyo taking tons of damage, and the Crimson Guard is saving him. Even the Finger of Death wasn't enough, but they do get rid of the Aegis somehow. Okay. And they get the instant hacks. Do they have enough damage to actually kill Nightfall? No, he pops the BKB. Now they turn their sights onto the TB. He's dead for 75 seconds. Gaming Gladiators without Dyrachyo for that long. GPK no mana whatsoever, but Nightfall just focusing on the buildings. GPK, he wants a high five. Pops the Uproar. Pure jumps in, not able to get the successful call, but Nightfall comes in with a beautiful adaptive strike. Even though it's single target, I'm just going to call it beautiful anyway. He gets the kill because he's so freaking farmed. Turns into the TB still with that meta. Ace getting bashed and brought down. Triple kill for Nightfall. Quinn was able to pick off one, but I think that's probably all he's going to get as he continues to upgrade this Dagon in vain.
I mean, Quinn just has to watch all his bros die. They can't. They're too tanky. The moment one hero gets called, Nightfall waveforms on top of them, and he just destroys them in like 1 second. Oh, quick Satanic waveform. We're full HP.
Dagon.
Up where it is.
Dagon.
Zap him.
Okay, good effort.
Didn't
now
zap.
the Pulverize onto Tofu. He's going to get dropped. No buyback for him either. So this is going to be 2 sets and possibly the game.
Gonna be Megas. No buys.
Yep, they're going for it. There's no fortification either. Duraccio back up in 5, but it's just going to be 3 members for Gaming Gladiators, so this will be Megas indeed.
Dude, this Morphling.
GG's called.
GG's called.
Wow.
Okay, so their idea was we're gonna first pick Brood to make it hard for them to pick Morphling. Yeah, I don't think that happened. Same with this Prime. This Primal Beast hero is sick. I have not yet seen this hero have a bad game. You just rotate around, you get kills. Bed Boom, honestly, they're looking great. As GPK, I don't know, someone just grabbed his face.
Bed Boom, I mean, they have looked much more disciplined in this tournament. They have the propensity to rage, especially GPK, if we're being totally honest here. He's very good playing from ahead, I will say that. Yeah. But then occasionally he'll just get overconfident and throw the game. Didn't see that here. We've been seeing it less in this tournament, which is why they're fighting for the chance to be upper bracket in this last playoff stage, but they have looked quite good. Let's look at the scoreboard here in a moment.
It's hard to tilt when you're winning so much.
Yeah, well,
so it's easy.
Quinn can find a way. GPK can as well, I'm sure.
Ah, surely. Look at the scorelines. 8-0-9, 8-1-8 on the Morph. Save as well. They just always have good games. I need to see better answers to this Morphling. I'm sure people are getting sick and tired of watching this hero. I am, so it's got to be something else.
Ancient Apparition! Just pick it mid. I don't care what position, Kazu. Anything.
Do it!
Do it! Go to the panel. Game 1 over.
Perhaps the strongest counter would be Grab Ally, but that would come from a support. What's the carry-to-carry matchup that can solve this Waterboy situation? Occasionally we see Anti-Mage, occasionally we see Faceless Void. And I guess maybe Naga Siren beyond that, but other than that, Terrorblade, I'm gonna have to cross that one off the list. I am not encouraged after watching this performance, but maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Maybe it's more complicated than just one hero against another hero. There are 10 heroes in any game of Dota 2. Ted?
I can sum this game up for you perfectly, Neil, because I was watching it very closely, and let me tell you something. There's a single word. Beef. One team had beef, the other team had no beef. This was beef eaters versus vegans, and the meat eaters won.
Celery is vegan.
Indeed. Well, there you go. You got beef, they got no beef. If they got no answer to the beef, they win. That's it.
You know what my issue was?
They picked Lich.
No. And I take no blame for that. But no, my issue was Brood. I think yesterday I watched the series. I can't remember. I think it was the one that Talon was in. Spirit Breaker was banned first phase. And I genuinely think if you're a team that wants to pick Brood, you need to ban this hero. I don't think Brood is playable into Spirit Breaker. You're so far behind coming out of lane because you just get ganked over and over again, and we saw that happening, and then we saw like the mid coming as well. I really liked the reach that they drafted for themselves on Bet Boom between Primal and Spirit Breaker. Meant that this Brood was just never an issue, and then your Terrorblade can't stand his ground because there's no beef.
No beef.
No beef, and then he's just getting gone on by like 3 different heroes with massive amounts of job.
To me, this seemed like a theory approach draft from Gaming Gladiators, and I guess their theory just wasn't good. I did not understand the Terrorblade before the game. I also don't understand it after the game. I'm not really sure what they were trying to accomplish with this pick. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like the only character we've seen consistently beat Morph is Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
And they could have picked it if they wanted to. It was right there in the first phase, right? Yep. They could have closed the phase, they could have Brood AM. Maybe they feel like that's really awkward and isn't going to work, but if that's the case, then like you said, maybe you just don't open with the Brood. You can't really be surprised with how they were responded to with the Spirit Breaker plus carry. I feel like that's kind of a given that BetBoom are going to do that. So for me, it's kind of back to the drawing board. And finally, for BetBoom, I love the Axe last pick. I think it was actually a genius pick here. They were trying to ban out Pure by banning the Legion and the Tide. He had this one up his sleeve as well, and it was perfect against both Brood and the Terrorblade. So well done.
I mean, for me, the issue isn't like really the Brute. I feel like if I first pick the hero, I don't really care if he gets countered because my 8th pick is supposed to be something that can pull the whole draft together, and that's why I feel like the Terrorblade I didn't really like the hero against the Morphling. I would have just preferred what Trolls mentioned, either the Void or the Anti-Mage, like right away.
But whenever you're trying to answer Brood, can you answer Morphling in the same sentence as we look at the head-to-head between our two carries and their GPM? Because if I introduce Brood as the first pick, then Spirit Breaker is a great answer, but I wouldn't really consider Spirit Breaker to be an answer to Morphling. Yeah, maybe.
But you gotta expect that the Morphling is gonna be picked up at 6 and 7.
Yeah, so how do you deal with both of these heroes? I feel like they're on opposite ends of the spectrum of counters.
I mean, they just needed like either an Anti-Mage or a Faceless Void at number 8. That's what I felt. Like the Terrorblade meant that the whole draft is very late game-ish. Like you are gonna split push the whole game and hope that in the later parts of the game you get a really, really good team fight, and maybe you can win the team fight. But if that doesn't happen, the Morphling is just there terrorizing the whole team fight. Your Terrorblade doesn't match up well against the Morphling, so then what is your answer? You have no answer against the Morphling.
I think on top of that, Terrorblade and Brood actually get counter-itemized in a very similar way. So you're setting up the enemy team for success with how they can spend their gold.
Yeah.
You buy armor, you buy damage block, and you pick heroes such as Axe that deals well with both of them, because the Brutes that we're seeing aren't really going this high-tempo aura build. They're going more of a, in-your-face kind of style, and Ace just couldn't stand his ground in this game. It was too overwhelming.
And I'm proud of Pure for expanding his hero pool. I feel like
Was this his first Axe?
I believe this is his first Axe, but anything that isn't Doom is something I'm very happy to see him on. And so him stepping out of the box with a hero that I wouldn't even, well, I guess stylistically you kind of play him similarly. Doom and Axe, like you blink and Centaur Stomp, you blink and Call.
Anti-carry.
Anti-carries, yeah. Which is, I guess, Pure's bread and butter over this tournament.
Yeah, I think I would like to maybe see him play Enigma as well. Enigma is also an offlane hero that's an anti-carry hero, like similar to Doom. Very greedy, but late game, use Black Hole to carry.
But he doesn't go in first. Pure is a go in first kind of player. Even as a carry, he's a go in first kind of carry. This one, Enigma, you got to kind of wait for your moment.
I also don't think the hero's as good, just overall.
We've seen a few offlane.
It's been very hit or miss.
Yeah,
I think. So
do you like the idea against Undying? Because when you let's say you give away Undying, Undying doesn't really deal with the Enigma offlane very well.
Yeah, I saw that 1 or 2 games, I think, and the lane is very good, but then it's a matter of, again, can you set up Enigma for success later? Because the lane is one.
Ally in Black Hole.
Oh yeah, you can even save him.
I don't know, I like it. I think it's cool, and I like that Enigma can... He's in like this place where you can sort of itemize however you want, because offlaners aren't like, you have to buy Greaves, whatever. Like we saw the Helm of the Overlord. I thought that was really sick. And then using the auras and the creep buffs to make your carry even stronger, and then you've like won your lane, you have items, you're helping your team, things look good. I like it. I think it's more to be explored.
Maybe they'll explore it in Game 2 and keep throwing Gaming Gladiators off balance. Is history going to repeat itself from Group Stage 2? And Bet Boom going to come out on top over Gaming Gladiators? Let's find out after the break.
love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
So far this tournament felt like it's been a learning curve. Every single day it feels like we're getting a bit more in shape and playing a little bit better. So that's the main thing we'll try to keep up. And from the games we just played, we'll try to take away a few things again so we get a little bit better and we can keep on this trajectory. I don't think we have some special preparation.
Stormhammer stolen and used even more effectively than Sven himself. 2 kills already just from that. Nice charge coming in from the north side is Matthew. Are they going a little bit too deep? The Doom comes in, but the triple come from Ace. He's killing everybody. Ultra kill off of the drums of Slom. What the hell was this game?
Playing Bad Boom in general, it's always kind of hard. They're just very solid. And at the same time, it's always a bit spicy. Because Quinn has some beef with some of their players, so when he loses, he's extra bad. So it feels like we try extra hard. It should be exciting. I'm looking forward to play them again.
A little dangerous. That's
looking for the blink. He can't get the lasso.
very nice pike coming out from Save there, who is taking a lot of damage from the Medusa illusion. Nero, he's getting low as well. The ult comes out. Save.
Oh, that call.
Yotaka, Pure.
It's a monster.
Gets the call. The Terrorblade goes down. Miro's in the trees.
Triple dunk.
That's a triple. Pure, he predicts the blink away. He was correct about that.
Ultra kill. He can taste it. He can smell it.
And
Toronto, Tokyo, what the hell, man?
That's why they don't wait for him.
Yeah, that is actually why they don't wait for him.
Shout out to all the people always talking about the Western Europe debates. It's always pretty fun to read. Oh, they need more slots, less slots. They're all out. Maybe Gaming loses now and Western Europe fans cry. If they get first, it's all good. I really enjoy these discussions, so I hope you guys enjoy them as well.
I thought you were going to say something.
No, I didn't think I was going to come back with that. I thought you were going to host and then we were going to talk about it.
Tyrion, you were watching that video and I've noticed that you had an observation.
Exactly, that's the job there. Good point, Neil. What did he mean when he said that Quinn has some beef with some of the Bet Boom guys? Because I tell you, they were lacking beef in that last game.
Hey!
Quinn, bring more beef.
He's the spice man. He brings spice.
They've just immediately picked Morph.
Straight up tied.
Okay.
Tied? Interesting.
They want a game 3. They want a game 3.
Where's the anti-mage?
I don't know if this means there's a game 3.
That means there's a game 3. They've got Morph,
No,
and the
they
other
can't
team has
anti-mage.
not.
Why not?
Because it's 6-7. You got 6-7 anti-mage. Then you just get hard countered on 8.
By what?
Legion Commander. I don't know, man. The people probably have different
actually,
ideas.
that's a good point. If they first pick Morph, what would you do at 6-7?
I'm wondering if you could go... I guess because both Undying and Enter out, maybe you can't. But if either of them were in, I think you could have picked either of those plus 8.
Wait, I actually think you can, because you just put it off lane. Everyone's playing off lane anti-mage.
Yeah, you could also play aim off.
Yeah, aim off.
Into Morph's lane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just pick a strong support.
Spell reflect every single adaptive strike.
They don't use Adaptive Strike to harass that. They just use it like last hit 90% of the time.
No, they use it to harass. That thing basically costs no mana. It's insane.
true.
40 mana.
So stupid. I literally sit in the lane, I get Adaptive Strike 3 times, and then I click the Morph Link, so I'm like, surely he's out of mana, and he's like full mana. He literally hasn't lost mana. I'm like, okay. Cool, nice hero, bro.
Time for a Chen from Game, and they played this yesterday and absolutely ran over EG in that game.
They did have a Beastmaster as well.
Yes. I think every game I've seen from Game where they've had Chen, they've won. In this phase 2 at least, but I think they've only picked it 2 or 3 times. They have a good track record though. They know what they're doing. They're going to ban AM. Yeah.
Cool, so they have one. There we go. We're going to do a game 3. We have Morphling and we have Chen, which they never lose with. And they've banned Anti-Mage.
Maybe you can't pick AM because Game would pick Brood to end the phase. That might have been too problematic.
But anti-mage is good
then
against
why not you
Brood.
just pick anti-mage and Brood?
Anti-mage is not particularly good against Brood.
Yes, he is. This is the hero that people like against Brood.
No,
it was even the Eastern European teams that said, "Oh, we messed up. We picked Brood and forgot to ban anti-mage.
Yeah,
We lost to Team
it was
Spirit."
Nightfall against Team Spirit.
I've seen 2 lanes. That was one of the game. I think both games AM was against Brood. He got owned, but still won the game. But the
Right.
lane was pretty bad.
Sure, but I think they recognize that. So the first game that you're thinking of is the Nightfall one where he went Vanguard.
Yeah.
And the second game was the one where he went double Wraithband.
Yatoro.
Yatoro went double.
They both lost their lanes.
I feel
But
like
they won the
depends.
games.
It depends
Yeah, but
on
because
the
they had it
support.
against Morph.
That doesn't depend on what
Yes.
support you have on your lane.
No, but when we asked them about it, it was contextualized around Brood versus anti-mage, and they think anti-mage is just good against Brood mid to late game.
Yeah. Okay.
That's their
Fair enough.
opinion
And-
anyway.
and
I
also-
don't know why.
And then in that interview that we had with Nightfall, he also said that he specifically lost that lane because Rubik got the kill on the ward and gave him a level 2 advantage before.
It's always easier to blame your support for the loss. We only lost because of this one little thing that happened before the lane started.
It's-
Otherwise, I would have beaten Brood as
it's
anti-mage,
true.
surely.
It's true, you know, if they get the pull off, even one time, you just lose the lane.
Not if it's at the wrong time, though, Winter.
The wrong time, the pull in the wrong.
And then your teammate punches a hole in the wall. Okay, so then why can't we ever 6-7 AA? Because generally AA gets second phase banned against
Void
Morphling.
AA?
Void AA. Faceless Void
Yeah,
AA.
Faceless Void AA.
Ooh. I would be down for that 6-7 response against a Morphling.
So then what's the number 8 pick? Morphling first pick? Void AA?
Maybe
Brood.
they pick
Brood?
Brood, yeah.
Brood would own them.
Yeah,
They would run them
oh,
over
yeah.
in lane. That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know about Faceless AA. If you're playing into a Chen already, you just turn up the speed of the game even harder, and then I think Void and AA are pretty unhappy.
Jug AA.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Also gonna get brooded.
My issue with AA is just he's a weak-ass laner,
Yeah.
and he kind of requires this like combo stuff late game when every fight matters more. Like there's a fight every, AA ult cooldown, right? Whereas early game, there's a lot of early skirmishing, lots of little fights here and there, and AA can't ult for all of them, or he only hits the ult on one hero and the other 4 is still strong enough. I think AA becomes more impactful the later the game goes, and then he's very bullyable and exploitable early.
Yeah. Though even hitting it on one hero is fine because really it's just the Morphling that you care about getting the Ice Blast on.
Yeah.
The other 4, whatever. But I'm with you. Weak laner. I missed when Banes and Feeble did health restoration manipulation.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about that spell. I think Enfeeble has done everything.
Yes.
If you go back 5 years, it has probably...
Has it ever had status resistance reduction?
It deals damage now. It didn't used to deal damage, so now it's had damage, cast range reduction, attack damage reduction. What did you just say?
Move,
First thing?
move
status
speed reduction.
resistance.
Has it slowed?
Yeah,
It's
it
never
doesn't-
slowed.
It doesn't have move speed
It used to be
reduction.
undispellable.
Yeah.
That's a weird spell.
It's because they don't know what to do with it. Genuinely. If there's anything like that where it's just constantly being something new, they're like, what if we changed Enfeeble a tiny bit? That'd make Bane good. Or they just go, actually, we don't know what to do with this spell. And then there'll be some Bane rework.
I think he just needs to be very strong in that lane. Like there was one period where the brain sap was really strong at level 1.
Super low mana.
Yeah, and that was the point where people just kept picking Bane for securing their lane, just like undying. I kind of like it when Bane was at that stage.
Was that a time when Soul Ring was also a reasonable pickup? Like you could get Soul Ring on him and just Soul Ring, Brain Sap, Soul Ring, Brain Sap.
You never get to buy items as a support, Ted.
Not
I'm so
anymore,
sorry.
brother.
So Betboom did not ban Beastmaster, despite giving away Chen, and that seems to be one of Gaiman's favorite strategies to run with this Chen. I guess they feel confident that if Beast comes out, they're just going to counterpick this with the right lane carry together with Lich.
Like
Winter
Law?
Wyvern? Is Wyvern a counter to this?
Wyvern could be interesting, but I don't know if they would play it carry. I think Ursa is a very high risk but really interesting solution here. Also because you have Nightfall. I think he's the best Ursa in the world, at least one of them.
And against Morphling?
Because you're playing Lich Ursa lane.
Tight TA gives you everything.
Ursa is one of the only carries we've seen do well against Morph together with Anti-Mage.
Yep.
Those are my 2 favorites that we've seen so far. This makes it a lot less appealing though. This really covers Ursa well. I would say this is one of Ursa's absolute worst support
Yeah,
matchups.
I'm telling you, tight TA gives you everything.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go TA.
I have seen some slugs that like to lane into Beast and then have the Morphling matchup too. I don't know if they're gonna pick it. I think it's kind of nice that there's no hard lockdown. Maybe they can abuse that.
How do you think Slark does against Shadow Demon? Conceptually.
neutralize him. Maul
We're
him
gonna
to death.
find out.
Demonic Purge, you cannot remove a Slark. It's one of the only spells you can't get rid of with Dark Pact.
I mean, you have such a long
but-
pounce though, no? You can just like kind of leave if he gets it on you.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, but what's gonna be concerning me is like this Beast Chen. They're gonna ball up really early together. Presumably, you get a mech early on Chen, and then Beastmaster goes for what? Vanguard into Axe, or maybe you could just rush Axe this game if you get a good start and you ball together. I don't see how the Slark can do much in that scenario.
Yesterday he went Vanguard Eggs into... Yeah, he didn't go
Crimson.
Pipe.
Yeah,
he went
Crimson Guard.
he went Crimson after with his Vanguard, and Chen went Mech Pipe. And then they just grouped up and ended.
This game you probably don't need the Crimson, I feel. You can just get Axe and just figure out what you want to go next. Maybe get a Solar, Halberd.
What do you think about the Slark build of buying Radiance and then disassembling it later?
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool though.
Yeah, because if you play with Lich and Tide and a Radiant Slark, I feel like all these Zoo and Push is like really hard to pull off.
So then the Beastmaster would then maybe adjust his build. You get a Pipe against that.
So you think it's a better approach for the Slark to try to counter the Beast than to counter the Morph? Because I feel like you can't itemize against both, right? You kind of have to pick your poison here.
I guess it depends if they feel like if they feel like they're gonna get run over really early. Kind of, it doesn't matter if you itemize to try and kill Morph because you're just gonna lose to everything else.
Yeah.
Or maybe they feel like Tide and Lich already handle that enough. I don't know.
If the lanes go well,
Yeah.
maybe the Tide can hold the game, but I'm not so sure about like Tide against Morphling though. Every time I see that lane, I just feel Tide gets bullied a lot in the lane. Can't really do much.
I've seen the same. I have seen some freak accidents at level 1 where like if it's Techie's Tide, some gush blast off. Maybe I don't know. I usually don't go blast off level 1.
That
but
sounds like a reasonable idea to play this lane.
you can kill him potentially.
Yeah. You have to be able to do something the first 2 waves. After that, GG, the lane is over.
Looking for mid laners.
Great
on
Lash
both
ban.
teams.
That's good.
They take out the Queen of Pain, they take out the Lesh. Void Spirit's still in the pool, Ember gets banned out. Storm is still in the pool. But do you want more ball up on Gaiman?
Shadow Fiend would be nice. I like Shadow Fiend.
Do you think Quinn would pick that blindly though?
He doesn't know what matchup he's gonna go into.
Like what are you afraid of? Like there's no Lash, there's no Quap. I think that's the important one.
Do you need to be afraid of Puck?
No, not really though.
No, that's okay.
I think Quap is the first one that comes to my mind.
What about TA?
Sure, maybe
Wendy.
TA.
Oh no.
Why? Not a Quinn Win fan?
I haven't seen him play Wind before.
Quinn Ranger?
I haven't even seen him play it in
Wind
pubs.
Ranger.
He might have been pubbing it, but I've never seen it. I have no idea what he's like on Wind Ranger. I'm gonna look up his pubs.
Primal Beast?
They could also let the Morph go mid depending on what the matchup is and let
Have we seen that at all?
Duraccio play Wind Ranger. Sumail played some mid Morph. But other than that, it's...
What's the mail now?
NTS. The wrong click more.
Hey, look, he made it to group stage 2, don't hate.
There it is.
Alright guys, he's played one pub 4 days ago on Wind Ranger. Let's go.
Did he win?
Did he
You
win?
won it. Let's
All
go,
right.
baby.
I don't understand right now with the track record we've seen in the last week. How is Primal Beast making it to last pick?
Yeah.
I was like, I had to double check all the bans to be like, is Primal really still in the pool? And he is. I think this is the best possible pick Bet Boom could find here. He's gonna have a good lane against Wind Ranger. This hero can deal with the Chen army. He can overpower some of these heroes in the fights, and I think Bet Boom have really good like mid-game fighting prowess. And from my perspective, this is how you beat Gaiman's lineup: is that you need to be able to fight them head on. Because you can't dodge; they'll push too fast. So the inevitable fight and the inevitable rush exchange will happen. And you need to have the numbers and the strength, and Primal brings that. So I like that last pick a lot.
I also do now really want to see this Radiance build on Slark because you disassemble it, you get the Talisman, you can build it into a Halberd, you're playing against Wind Ranger. That seems really nice. Please.
So you go Radiance and then what? Radiance Manta and then you make Halberd Nullifier? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds cool.
Yeah, sounds like a really good idea in this game. As long as they can survive the early game, they should have what it takes to hold the game. This Primal and Tide.
The only thing is Shadow Demon will be able to take your Radiance when he makes illusions out of
No,
you.
because you're
already
only doing it for the
disassemble it.
early and then you
Yeah.
disassemble it, so it doesn't matter.
But whenever the reason you're doing it is because you want to discourage the Zoo whenever they all ball up, right?
Yeah.
And so when you're holding the Radiance...
It's fine.
Okay.
I think Shadow Demon will largely have to disrupt people that get jumped by Primal in this game.
That's true.
So I think he needs to use it defensively more so than offensively against the Slark. I mean, sometimes those are the same thing. If Slark jumps in and you disrupt him, you accomplish both. But I'm expecting GPK to be frontlining a lot here together with Pure. Yeah, should be interesting. It's hard for me to go against Gaming, despite liking the Primal pick, just because they're so good with this strat. But I think out of the Chen games we've seen from Gaming, this is the one where they might be contested the most. So I like BetBoom's idea, at the very least. What they're going.
I would imagine that BetBoom saw it coming because they saw the Chen, did not ban the did not ban the Beastmaster, and is this solution going to work out and bring them a 2-0 victory? Let's find out with Sunsfan and Kezu for game number 2.
Hello, Sunsfan here with Kezu for game number 2 of this best of 3 for the tiebreak situation between upper bracket, lower bracket, Dream League Season 20, BetBoom, Gaming Gladiators. I think I already said that.
Yeah, Gaming
Kezu, how are you?
Gladiators, tiebreakers, guys. Hello.
Hey, there's a Morphling in the game.
Way!
Incredible.
Who would have thought? First pick Morphling. I feel like this shit is illegal. I hope it loses, so we don't get to see it again. And if it wins, then at least instead of going from the first pick, you can then just ban it.
That's
if
true.
you play against someone. So either
slowly
way,
made its way up the draft.
Yes.
And teams just don't believe. I mean, that's the thing. It was second pick last game, but you knew they were going to pick it.
Yeah.
So you might as well first pick it.
Exactly. But now, at least after this game, we're going to be the winners because I don't think we'll see the hero anymore.
But if
I
it
hope.
loses, then it goes down in the pecking order back to second pick.
Which is why we need Gaming Gladiators to win this game.
Okay.
To make everyone just be like, no.
Okay.
We have to ban it.
So we're rooting for the 3-game series.
Yay!
Well,
we are.
What do you think of the Slark versus Morphling? We've seen this as a potential...
Stop. No. No one.
Let's name all the heroes that have tried to counter Morphling.
This is the 18th try of a counter carry matchup.
Anti-Mage has been successful. Void sometimes.
Yes.
And that's kind of it, I feel like.
Slark can do it somehow, but it relies on you like going in, going out, and like dodging the Morph form. I do think they have a lot of teamfight around them. And once again, this is a sick Blade Mail game for Primal Beast.
Okay.
Quinn is playing Wind Ranger, and he might just kill himself on the Blade Mail.
Yeah, the Uproar stacks as well. Guaranteed, essentially, if you get focus fired. So GPK, look for... I don't know if he's going to go for the same build, but
probably
maybe more armor than last time. So we'll see.
Nah. Armor is for...
I mean, I guess you do get armor from Uproar.
Yes.
Once you pop it. Okay.
Okay.
So, Windrunner versus the Primal Beast. Is there a... This is not a normal lane at all.
Oh, he missed the CS though.
Quinn
Feels
apparently
low.
played one game on Windrunner. Thanks
Wait. Deny.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. He pushed the creep out of the power shot. Did you see that?
That's pro.
That is insane. What a gamer alert.
Don't. That sounds too similar to Slax's voice line. Please don't.
Okay, what an e-gamer.
Thank you. I like that more.
Shout out to Lacoste. He will like that one.
But yeah, who's supposed to win this lane, if anyone? Is it a wash?
I mean, is it perhaps just slightly Primal favored because he has, again, you have more damage? I would say it's a pretty farm-heavy lane, but I could see GPK have like 5 more CS that minute. 5 minutes and 24 seconds.
I love these predictions.
You're welcome.
Are there any stacks in this game like last
Yes.
time? There's Essence Shift.
Oh, I thought you were talking about neutral stacks.
No, like the Culling Blade stacks.
Yes, Essence Shift. We'll get
How many Essence Shift stacks are needed to beat a Morph? Make your prediction now in chat.
47.
40. All right, so impossible.
They have lost.
Game 3 going to be coming up pretty soon here. No, but I do like Gaming Gladiator strat outside of the Morphling and the Windrunner, which is the weird one. Because they did this yesterday with the Chen Beastmaster. They're going to be up in your face. They're going to be pushing really hard. Demonic Purge this game, I think it's pretty damn good against the Primal Beast when he comes in. It's good against the... I mean, I guess you won't be getting Ags, but if you do, it's good against the Kraken Shell.
Yeah.
It takes off Frost Shield. So a lot of use cases for Tofu's Shadow Demon.
Yeah, he might get there eventually. I do think that the SDX way later in the game will be great as safe.
Oh! All right. First blood. What? Okay, this happened.
We have a replay on that?
This happened the other day. Dyrachyo died. It was basically when the lane just came to the creep wave, connected for the first time. He died on Morphling.
So he got blasted off from fog. Is that what happened?
Probably.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah.
I mean, sick play by save.
Last time this happened, though, Gaiman ended up winning.
He was playing to the script.
He lost first blood just like this, and he was top net worth by 3K margin at like 18 minutes. It was absurd.
Maybe the deaths make him stronger.
I think so.
Yeah.
He has that kind of a personality.
That's very true. I mean, as Dyrachyo, he's probably the most... probably the character player with the most range deaths, but still wins a lot, so can't fault him, I guess, too much. As it does increase his power level.
Yes, apparently. I mean, Synderen had a great breakdown the other day.
Oh yeah, please tell me.
The Faceless Void clip of Dyrachyo.
Oh yeah, the time walk. He gained HP from time walking.
He tanked so much, and then
he died.
There was an obvious point where like, all right, that's enough. You've done a great job.
And he kept going.
But he went back in. I blame the supports though, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Never the carries.
Someone didn't glimmer or force staff him. As Ace, so we've seen this matchup before against Glitch, and for people that don't know, Sinister Gaze deals 250 damage per second to creeps. And Ace is currently skilling Boars because that's back in the day how you used to beat Slark. But maybe with a Lich in that lane you don't. As Celery.
Yep, he's not looking too good. Are they actually going to dive though? Pure going in deep. Last right click does it. So this lane going the way of Bedboom so far. Anchor smash. Another pseudo counter in lane to a Morphling because of the minus attack percentage, which he relies on so heavily.
Ooh.
Oh my, has to be careful.
He's good, he's
Shifting
good.
back up.
But they're still being very annoying. They're just ruining all the CS on the tower. The range creeps as well, -1. Range creep number 2, -2.
And it's not just this, he's not getting the XP for that either.
Yeah. Celery, you just came back here, brother.
Celery looks to be quite dead. Couple more right clicks will do it.
Blood grenade.
Puts off a blood grenade.
I think it missed.
Wow. All right, Bedboom.
Oh,
this
stop the
Morphling
creep.
company who's boss. And Toronto Tokyo is going to get disrupted by Tofu. Couple shadow poisons stacks as well. Make that 3. He should be easily killed. Nightfall has to be a bit careful. Will pounce to safety though.
Okay, I really like the build from Ace here. He's rushing the Arcane Boots. He's currently getting them right now. He's going to have 2 levels of Axes. Slark hates being spammed, and SD... I mean, can you ask for anything better from your offlaner other than feeding you 170 mana? I don't think so.
Yep, that's true.
Amazing.
And he's going for the Helm of the Dominator build. We've been seeing most of the Beastmasters go for this, although yesterday he did go for the Aghanims, which destroyed really hard.
Now, Axe can be super strong, but I would say this is a game where if you can go Helm of the Overlord, it's great, because the Dire Heroes don't deal with it very well. And Ace will save us here.
Yeah,
and Nightfall.
Nightfall. Gets off the pound successfully, but this is going to set up Dave's blast off. It connects. Nightfall has to be a bit careful as the third Shadow Poison stack, or second I should say, does... That's NA math, of course.
No, of course.
Wait, does that say 3? That is 3.
Which one? On Nightfall? It's 4
it's
now.
4 now, okay.
Oh, the boar. It's spitting on him.
Yep, Toronto, Tokyo. They won't go down. It's only level 1, of course. But, yeah, I think when you... correct me if I'm wrong here. When you have a Chen on your team, you want to just double down on that, right? So the Helm of the Overlord, is that the idea?
Yeah, it's that, plus the fact that you have the most broken carry who uses damage very well and lifesteal, right? You're generally on kind of low HP with Morph, but you hit really hard, so every time you hit with lifesteal, it gives you like 10% HP, which is crazy on Morphling. And it helps you take Roche, they want to speed up the game, so it just fully checks out. Oh, here are the Mud Golem bros.
The golems are coming for you, Pure.
Didn't do anything.
He's fine. Doesn't give a shit.
Don't give a damn.
Well, mid lane, you can see the CS, 36-8 for Quinn and 30-3 for GPK. So this time around, Quinn gets the upper hand by just a bit. That's a decent margin, actually. Not too shabby.
Yeah, it's doing well. I was wrong about this matchup. Maybe Quinn outskilling him, or perhaps this is just how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Pure has a Meteor Hammer, and I like when Tidehunters get this item against heroes that you can't really kick out. Your Medusas, your TAs, your Morphlings. Because they will just hold this lane forever, but if you have Meteor Hammer, you will eventually chip down the tower.
Right.
As Celery is trying to steal a rune, Quinn doing some focus firing. It's too late.
Minute Wisdom, save shall get it.
1-for-1 Wisdom rune trade. Quick on the TP.
Top lane, GPK making a rotation.
Oh, the Haste Rune Primal Beast.
Yep, he's gotten it 2 games in a row. That's going to cause Ace to get destroyed. Nightfall with how many stacks now?
How close are we to 48?
1. Oh, we have a Ravage in the bot lane as Pure destroys Dyrachyo, catching him off guard. Another huge kill for Bedboom.
Ooh, he is not supposed to be dying like this. But
yes.
Nice catch-out from Bedboom. I guess it was, so what, Ravage, Meteor Hammer into Blast Off, just too many stuns. Shift not strong enough. Ooh, this is very good for Bedboom.
Let's look at it here.
Ravage.
He just he thought he was just going to anchor smash, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
All
okay.
right.
Well, sometimes it happens.
Yeah, but that's 2 times now.
Well, maybe... Do you think there's a max amount of deaths he can receive where he's like, it will make me stronger without me losing the game before I can come online?
Okay, I think he hit it then. Tofu gonna get pulverized.
Yeah.
Blood grenade from Toronto Tokyo just wants to get rid of that item. Frost Blast finishes him off. Shackle connects. Quinn does have the focus fire applied to GPK, but the Frost Shield gonna mitigate a ton of that damage. So a couple focus fires from Quinn, not really resulting in much.
That was a NA power shot as well, if I've ever seen one.
So very powerful. That's what you're saying. It destroyed a lot of trees.
Very powerful. Definitely destroy the environment, so that checks out.
The American way.
Yeah, why not? Checks out.
So Pure and Company able to get that tier 1 tower on the back of the Meteor Hammer that you mentioned.
Meteor Hammer?
No way. Okay.
Would have been too good.
Yeah. Duraccio very annoyed that his tower is gone.
I mean, if I'm
trying to catch up.
Okay, if I'm Celery Eng, what the hell do I do on the map right now? I can't do anything to Melon Man because he's too tanky. I can't really kill Primal Beast because my mid lane has a wind range who doesn't deal damage. So I can try to go top. But my Beastmaster's level 5. Map feeling a little strange.
Yeah, Ace very tempted to go for these stacks now, just to be able to get back in this game. I mean, Quinn is the only hero really doing well, I would say, for Gaming Gladiators.
I mean, it is a good move for Quinn to be able to maybe help out top to secure the lane later, but I think Ace is going to want to clear the stacks first, get the Dominator is in mid. We have a little bit of pressure, but...
Yeah, I don't think that's going to amount to much. Pulverize comes through. Tofu is going to get gazed by Toronto Tokyo. And that's going to lead to another death for Gaming Gladiators.
That was a little bit sus.
It's 8-1 right now. And this stack is really important for Ace.
Yeah.
Oh no, GPK and company, they're going to scout it out.
Oh, I mean, this is a great smoke. Not only to stop him, they can kill him or steal it or both.
Or both.
Oh god, there's 4 people here.
Yeah, Ace, you are in a lot of trouble. Sinister Gaze into the trample onslaught.
Primal Roar, run it off, brother.
Is he actually? No,
the
Chain Frost is used, and now they're going to go straight for the stack. Oh boy.
Trample it, brother.
This is a disaster. For Gaming Gladiators. Quinn's going to show up to try to leech a little bit of XP. It's off an NA power shot again. No environmental damage
Pure
this
is
time.
here. I love this rotation. Oh, Ravage.
Ravage comes through. They're going to be able to pick off Celery right off the bat. Meteor Hammer not connecting though. And all of this for this big stack of Ancients, which it doesn't look like Bepin we're going to get a majority of, so Gaming will at least force them out of the triangle.
All right. I mean,
that forces Duraccio to show up though.
Gaming got to defend the stack, so they should definitely see that as a W. If that trample came up early for GPK, they would have really taken all of that. So Ace, he's going to have his recovery still available for him, which he will desperately need.
Pure is by far the top net worth in the game now, by the way. My goodness.
He
Off
is
to such a good start.
He's fat.
So what's the build after this? We've seen a variation of things. Some have worked, some have not. After the Meteor Hammer, I think Pipe has been the most popular. I mean, it depends on the game, obviously. But we've seen, who was it? Was it XXS that went...
like Blink Hex after?
Yeah, just Blink. Like he was so squishy, he just ended up dying.
I do kind of like the Blink into... I think that next 2 items, it's either you go for Pipe Halberd and you're just like, okay, I'll be the frontliner meat shield and I just stay alive. Or you go for Blink next. Because it's very hard for ST to save against Blink Ravage, because you have to run in to save. So that's a way that you could think about it, but I think he's going to tank up. Pipe into Halberd, help your team out, and get the disarm against Morph Wind Ranger. Sounds great to me.
Okay. We'll see what he chooses to go for. As Duraccio showing himself bot, trying to get some semblance of farm, and it's not often you see a Morphling this low on the net worth. UPK is
this
here.
Can't work. This can't work.
Yeah. Oh, he gets off the Pulverize with the Horsey. No shift for Duraccio.
He double-clicked it. He shifted and insta-stopped.
He's too quick for his own good.
Oh, my brother. Oh, great kill from Bad Boom. Like, this is the type of kill where I think it shouldn't happen, but there's a lot of teams that wouldn't even try to make this play work.
Right, so you're not really expecting it.
Yeah. So it's like you only get punished against the good players who will actually go ahead and try it.
Yeah.
So, Bad Boom. Nice job from them.
And that's one reason why the Horsey is so powerful on heroes like Primal Beast.
Yeah, some neutral items that I definitely hate. Tumbler's Toy, Ogre Seal, Occult Bracelet. What else is there?
Well, Occult Bracelet.
It's way too strong.
Oh yeah,
it's
that
cool,
one,
but it's way too good.
That one, people, yeah, it's like 6 out of 10 neutral items are that typically.
Gossamer Cape. I can mention a lot. I do think they did a great job nowadays. You know, Spark of Courage also pretty good.
Yeah, they finally got some buffs. Glad to be seeing it. It's an interesting concept. Is GPK, he's going to find Ace again, pops the Blade Mail, which means Quinn has to get the hell out, because I think he focus fired him. Now that it's over, he's already lost Ace, so
here.
Tofu,
And a
he's
power
in the
shot.
middle of a big juicy sandwich that he's the meat of, so they eat him.
They are
boom.
Getting destroyed.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the stack now.
Oh no, this is...
And they get everything. Oh boy. Gaming Gladiators getting run over right now.
This hurts me on the inside to watch.
And they're the team that's supposed to be running them over early with these other 4 heroes not named Morphling.
Okay, so he does go for the Blink Dagger. I definitely don't fault him with them being up 5k gold. I think that Gaiman have no counterplay. I mean, look how fat this Tide is. He's 2,000 gold ahead of the next player in the game of the enemy team. Pure is getting
turning
tipped.
into a carry, basically.
Yep, why not?
Quinn does snag the Invis rune, though. I mean, there's an interview the other day with Pure where the panel was asking if he would rather be playing position 1. And of course, he couldn't answer truthfully, but we all know.
Not.
We all know that he would.
Carry players never change.
Yeah.
They love gold too much. It's impossible.
It's funny because we saw Nightfall go to EG, play the off lane, then come back.
He still played carry in the off lane, let's be real.
Yeah, that is true. Pure, okay. Focus fire on him with the Demonic Purge. He's super tanky, though. TPs are coming. He's going to get off the Ravage with the Gush to follow onto Tofu, who is just going to die. Okay, they do get the Tide finally.
Don't hit him.
In the end, Gaming Gladiators will be relatively happy with that, unless they lose Quinn as well. Pulverized Sticky Bomb now, and down goes the mid laner for Gaiman. So a 2-for-1, which... I mean, it just took them too long to kill Pure.
Yeah, they just don't have the damage yet. They need the smells from Quinn. It is now finished. But they did have 5 poison stacks on him, so they do get the kill on Pure. I'll say worth it. They killed the top net worth waterman of the game. So get yourself some good experience, but this map is just not looking good. Save also working towards a Solar Crest, which is insane with a Slark in your team. And Nightfall's game is more than good. Diffusal Blade Echo Saber, minute 15.
Yep, he's gonna...
Oh my
Sinister
god.
Gaze
He's out of
comes in. Bet Boom are ready for this waveform. Pulverize as well. He's pretty damn tanky because he's playing Morphling after all, but it's still not enough to withstand the damage that Bet Boom have.
Oh, Hurricane.
And Nightfall, they're diving the tower already. Pure does not have his
Meteor Hammer!
Meteor Hammer does connect on the Quinn, who's
The
slowly
Tiebreaker
ticking
though.
away. Nightfall with a double kill will pounce to the low ground. Pure with some stacks of Shadow Poison will sidestep the axes. And Gaming Gladiators, they get the kill onto GPK, although Tofu now might be some collateral.
Lord his ass.
Save him from now, but the blast off, they still want to fight apparently.
Okay,
The Primal Roar expended just for save.
The downtown Meteor
does
Hammer.
fall. Yep. The Meteor Hammer connects from the high ground and Pure.
Oh, Dyrachio, he's warding.
Oh, waveform in, adaptive strike. Pure, not quite in range. And now Nightfall, well, he hit him once. But we'll back away.
Oh, what a disaster. He tumblers out. Okay, I feel like that could have gone way worse for Bet Boom. Mike, they were diving, they got away with murder. This was an illegal play. I think Ace could have maybe TP'd a bit earlier. Then he had a roar on Slark, but Tofu disrupted him, so maybe not quite on the same page. But either way, Gaiman showing some signs of life. Where are we on the item progression here right now? Ace is working on his Overlord. It's definitely going to be overdue. They need to survive this early daytime. If they don't bleed much more, I think at minute 20, when they get some of these next items, Gaiman are going to be okay. Not in a great spot, but they can fight back.
And what about the Roche potential?
I guess Dire's Roche isn't too good. Slark generally needs a couple of stacks, and when you have only 2 levels in the Essence Shift, they can't really do it. So I think Gaiman would be happy to have this game drag out for a few minutes and then maybe go Roche themselves when they have this Helm of Overlords, and yeah, I guess that's about it. They do take Roche way faster than Bad Boom.
The fact that it's 17 and a half minutes.
They see
Ace
Dyrachio.
does not have that yet. It's crazy. Dyrachio, ooh, okay, waveforms away.
I mean, look at this. Look at all these wars from Bad Boom on this Dire side of the map. One in the jungle, one behind the tier 2, one even under as well, below the tier 2. So I don't think gaming can hold this area at all right now. They have to give it. They need to be happy just farming.
They're gonna try. As Ace getting closer to the helm of the Overlord. GPK, I would assume, is going for, oh, I was going to say BKB, but now that I look at the lineup, BKB is a bit weird.
Yeah, I love the Halberd. It is so good against these Radiant heroes. You get, first of all, more status resistance, more HP, more damage for your trample, but most importantly, the evasion plus the disarm against Morph Windranger is just incredible. Like, he can go in and still soak so many spells for his team. That's I just love it more than BKB for sure. Whereas Quinn, he's deciding not to go BKB, and I feel like he may need one later. Ravage, Techies, Lich, some random Onslaught.
It's always tricky, because now Pulverize does go through BKB, so there's always that to think about.
That's true.
That's one of the biggest buffs, I guess you could say.
For sure.
For the Primal.
Okay, Bedboom, they all TP top, and they want to just smoke through this lane.
I mean, the fact that it's 17-4 and they only are up by 3K, that has to be good news for Gaimin.
Gaimin are doing great. I think Ace has played very well in terms of being able to get the most farm on the map, not like feed his creeps, pushing these lanes. Like right now, he forced him to come top and he completely evaded the gank. In the meantime as well, Celery, he's chilling in the dire jungle just farming. So Gaimin are definitely happy with what's going on the last, like, 2 to 3 minutes of this game. Oh, okay. Getting himself
deleted by GPK.
A little donation in the bottom lane. We'll take those.
And we're 2 kills away, of course, from the Dream.
Of course. It's coming. 420 at 20 minutes.
The fact that the team with the 20 could still lose this game is kind of insane.
Yeah.
I don't see that very often. Usually these are really quick ones, you know?
Bedboom are getting a lot of timings up right now. As Celery, maybe not so lucky. He has Aghanims, my bro.
Yep.
Essence Shift.
There.
Where, I mean, I was joking about 48, but he's up to 7 stacks, my friend.
Okay, okay.
That's pretty good for 19 minutes.
Not bad.
Oh, Meteor Hammer. Get that wave.
Pure was working and about to finish the pipe. It's on its way now. Maybe that's going to be the next power spike for Bedboom.
There are some big items on Bedboom. The Slark Ags, the Pipe on Tide, Halberd on Primal Beast, and the Solar Crest on Save. It is... it's go time for Bedboom. If they get any kill where Nightfall gets like 10-ish stacks, they can instantly go to Roche later.
Just left a tier 2 token there for no reason.
Wait, where?
Next to the Ancients.
Yeah, who needs that?
That's a little...
Sometimes you just want to play Dota on hard mode.
Yeah, understand. I mean, especially Bedboom. They have a lot of cocky players, as we've talked about. And they're going to take the Watcher here. Does that mean they're actually going to go for this Tormentor?
I guess they can if they 5-man it, but Tofu is around.
Yeah.
Well, Gaimin they don't want to fight. They want to wait for the Ratio to get this Axe as 2 bounty runes are being picked up. Quinn is farming enemy Ancients. Yeah, I don't know if Bedboom want to 5-man this much. I think they would prefer to shut down the map. Because as we said, I don't think Gaimin really want to fight you. They want to find this time to farm. So
I wonder if Bedboom knows that they're only up 3K.
They
think that they're up like by a lot right now?
They probably think they're up like 6K gold.
Okay.
I could see that being an okay assessment if you're them. I mean, Celery is also getting some big items of this game, like Mech, Pipe, Hand of God. That damage mitigation is no joke. Maybe that also makes more sense why Quinn isn't really buying a BKB. I do like when your core players buy more aggressive items when other people are buying auras for you, because they help you stay alive, so you should offset it by buying a lot of damage for them. As now we're going to get a Tormentor with Techies.
2 early Tormentors by the same team.
Or maybe not. Or maybe. There we are.
Needed to show up first. I'll pop his pipe. So this will go to either, well, who cares? GPK, we got the rocks.
Uh-oh, we got the rock throw.
Wait a second. What? How? He's top net worth.
Well, they already got one on the Techies earlier. Wait.
They got Techies, so Lich, wait, what?
He was lower net worth. He's now this high net worth because he got the shard.
Oh, right, that's true. Okay.
It's okay, it's rough around here.
It's Techie, it was Techies or GPK at that point. And now he's top net worth. All right.
It was actually Lich or GPK.
The fact that they... Just shut your mouth, kids, all right? You don't correct me. Don't correct anything.
I could probably correct you 7 times in a row just now.
That's part of the charm of my cast.
It surely is.
All right, Roche.
What's this item in the top right corner called? Of a legit
Tavis.
Okay, good job. Well played.
Not Pavis.
Pavis.
No.
They're gonna go Roche, but
Yeah,
again,
not the fastest, like you said, but
Yeah.
looks like it will be uncontested.
yeah, I guess they have a Solar Crest, Gush, a couple more levels. So yeah, not the fastest, but they will get it. Who do we give this to? Just Nightfall? I feel like GPK can't really die. He's going for a hard again. He is gonna be a beefy boy, so Pyrian will be very happy to see more beef from Bedboom. I don't know if he's liking the beef from Radiant.
I think the problem is they don't have the Spirit Breaker, who is literally beef.
That's true.
Last game, right?
Yeah, you're right. We're lacking the animals, even though maybe Celery can help with that. He's the zoo master.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they have more animals on Radiant. They've got the beef.
I feel like a neutral. They should have a cow neutral that you can milk to get extra stuff.
What if
from,
it's the
you
pig
know?
pole? You channel it on the guy who pig poles and you milk him.
Okay. That sounds really sexual. I like it. Celery gonna TP out here. And what can Bedboom do with this Aegis with only a 3K lead despite the massive kill differential?
Okay, what do Bedboom want to do? We have Gem on Slark. I like that they did that. They invested in it. In 1 minute, it's nighttime. So I think from nighttime onwards, he just starts swinging around the map back and forth. Nightfall, he just keeps running through the map. And whenever he's under vision, he just destroys it. And that should then help them later on to play the map and find these pickups. Because Gaming Gladiators, they need to dodge maybe a little more against these Hogs, as I mean, Nightfall should be fine, right? Flip-flop, it's going to be fine.
Yep.
You need to call
Always
Gleipnir flip-flop. I hope you learned that in my
Oh, what flip-flop?
Glip-glop, Gleipnir. You call it flip-flop or glip-glop?
I can't do that.
Okay, are you going to call it Eternal Chained?
No, I'm going to say he Gleipnir.
No, it's glip-glop.
Pure?
Pure. Hello?
He's in a lot of trouble.
That's
Has
the
to
Ravage.
use his Ravage. It hits one hero, but that is definitely not what you want to see if you're a Bedboom fan. Pulverized onto Quinn. There's a lot of heroes right next to
still
each
alive.
other. The Roar comes out onto GPK. And I think Bedboom trying to disengage as two of their cores are extremely low.
Chain Frost.
Despite still having
More
that
Friggers
Aegis.
online, boys! Let's go!
So two supports dead, and this game is getting very close. To
This game's over. Call it, Bedboom.
We're going to miss out on the 420 as well.
God damn it. Well, Morph's online, guys. He pressed R. He doomed Nightfall, who has Aegis. And then they won the fight.
Yep, that happened.
That's my analysis for this fight.
Sounds good to me.
I hear a pound somewhere.
Yeah, right above. They find Ace, who's going to get disrupted, and Nightfall has to pounce away, which means GPK
penitent.
left all alone, trying to TP out, but there's just an adaptive strike there. Gleipnir, the glip-glop onto Nightfall.
Oh, he's going to be okay. Oh, the Hawk. No. I thought it was Hawk Vision. He stopped moving.
He's fine.
Don't worry. We all know
I like how they call it
Glip-glop.
Eternal Chains, but it's dispellable. So.
Yeah, it's not eternal at
Nightfall,
all.
okay, he's going to have the Shadow
Pure's
Dance.
here.
Pure coming in as well with the Gush.
Glip-glop.
Meteor Hammer is going to get canceled, though. Stacks continuing
Roger's out of
to be
mana.
onto Nightfall with his Essence Shift. He's going to use the Aegis.
Okay. Toronto, Tokyo is here.
Yeah, Nightfall is already at half HP.
He's purged,
Getting
though.
Focus Fire, Demonic Purge applied. Looks like he'll still live.
We have a Roar
Find
up.
a disruption onto save, though. His Taser not going to do a whole lot for him.
Oh,
Gets off the
Meteor
blast
Hammer.
off, though, as Meteor Hammer comes in along with Nightfall going in and out, but the in portion, not really much damage.
Okay, we still have Roar available. Ace getting close to his BKB. Uh-oh, this is a little rut roll moment for Bedboom. Game is even now, and this Morph is a scary man. And as always, when you play against Morph, you have to buy Lincolns. This hero is literally Doom 2.0. You have to buy Lincolns, but then he uses Adaptive Strike, or there's some stupid spell that cancels your Lincolns. He dooms you, and now even though you're top net worth, you can't do anything.
Yep, that's right. That's
Unlucky.
why you got to try to extend this to 60 minutes and get a Mirror Shield on top of the Lincolns.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's all you need.
Play for that. 34 minutes. We'll talk about it again.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'll
Not
see
too
you
far away.
I'll see you there. With the 48 Essence Shift stacks, which Slark will have. He's close.
Wonder how much better Slark would, and not that he needs a buff, but if he maintained his temporary stacks through Aegis. Because they've changed that for a few heroes in the
that's
past. Like Bear, for like Lone Druid. Putting Aegis on him is good now. It used to be really bad.
Yeah, I think that'd be too good. I just get in there, pounce as many times as I can, hit them, and if they kill me, I'm like...
Then you come back with full HP.
and then you have
stack.
200 stacks, and then you just end the game.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Suns fan custom game idea.
Very balanced.
Of course.
Nightfall smoked up, looking for an opening.
Oh, here's Ace.
Yeah, they're going to see Ace. He's completely surrounded and
Nice
bursted.
combo.
Nice
Oh,
kill
he's-
from Bedboom. The rest from Gaiman are going to get out, though.
Yeah, he switched his mind from the BKB to wanting to go Halberd on Ace. Okay, so they all want to just play on some tankiness with the Chen heals, but we need to not underestimate Tofu's game here, holding once again the Philly Stone. He already has a lens. He has a Force Staff. He's halfway to his Ags on this SD. And SD owns in this game.
Yeah, it does.
Can break the Tide, you can break the Slark, screw your Essence Shift stacks, they're not going to be there. You slow the Primal Beast so his trample is Garbanzo, and you purge the Lich Shield.
Yeah, a lot of value. We only get 2
off.
stacks now, right? It's not 3 charges.
I believe you are correct in this assessment, Sunsman
Yes,
TV.
2 charges, not 3.
Good job. Cannot
Used to
correct
be
you on
very
this one. Still very good.
It is.
It is. As Celery, I mean, I feel like this is what he's been doing most of the game. Just chilling somewhere, killing some creeps. Darachu probably saying, guys, I've died 4 times. Max power level if I now get the gold. Just wait.
Quinn is opting for the BKB. Still a full recipe away, though. And next Roche, I mean, the Aegis was consumed relatively fast, so 2.5 minutes away from even knowing when he will spawn. And I'm sure we'll have a Roche off at that point.
I feel like this is also another problem. Like when this Morph finishes Ags and you're forced to buy Lincolns, the next 5k gold you spend is so much less value than what Morph is gonna get in the same time. Like he can finish a Skadi or a Butterfly, whereas all you need to think about is to counter his stupid Aghanims, which he then already has. And there's counterplay anyway, because they can break it. So yeah, I think Bedboom, maybe you need to play on like... This time around, I like the Hex. You might just go for some Blink, Ravage, Hex, and like try to keep the fight going with the
Now you have a Lion, like you did last game.
Exactly, against the Morph. Why pick it if you can just buy it?
Of course it lost, but...
Unlucky. Maybe it needs to be a different Lion.
Yeah, it's just a Tide.
Yeah, a Water Tide Melon. Lion Man.
All right, the Heart finally comes out. He was stuck on basically the same amount of gold for quite a while, but GPK now a tanky boy.
This is the Cigar Smoke, the 5-man smoke. As Nightfall, he knows he's in vision. Will nicely back off. I mean, nighttime is ending, so the smoke coming from Gaiman is pretty good, as it is about to turn daytime in 5 seconds. Nightfall has to be careful.
Pure does finish the Sheep Stick, so he can be Lion if he wants to.
I would never want to be Lion.
And it feels like a lot of these engagements are really...
The counter Cigar.
Yeah, they're going to come from the other side underneath.
Ping, ping, ping.
Ace pounced on, but this is a bait of sorts as GPK goes in pretty deep. The disruption's going to save him for now. Daracho comes in with the BKB. Ravage on basically everybody. Blastoff is there, and Ace is dead without buyback. 65 seconds on the deck. Daracho continuing to chase on the backline, but Nightfall trying to pursue on the other side. Daracho, he's going to get bashed up, but is shifting his strength. But he's extremely low, continuing to get leashed by Nightfall, and he will fall in the end. 50 seconds, he's down. Celery TP's out. Quinn looks to be next. So Gaiman able to salvage a bit just by getting away.
Run it up, Tofu.
But 2 very big kills for Bedboom.
That was really nicely done by Bedboom with how they play. I love the fact that it's Nightfall and GPK going in first, kind of baiting and making it easy for Pure to get the Ravage as he's getting poked. I don't think much is happening here. Shackle gets dispelled.
The rest of his team is connecting. Roche will know in 7 seconds.
Call, how long?
It's going to be 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
127.
Oh, holy shit.
Okay. That's dangerously close.
Pretty good.
Stupid prediction
Pretty
from
good.
Stunsman once again. 220.
Most of my games have been like that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Now we know it's Synderen's fault.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Big Ravage, though, in that fight.
This waveform in the backline, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Probably felt like he may have to do a lot in this fight, so the Ratio tries to get in the backline, but Bedboom instantly realizing we can just turn around, help your supports. Really nice teamfight from Bedboom, from start to finish with all of the execution.
Yep, another instance where Daracho may be going a little bit too far. I mean, the fight ended up being so separated once he got to that backline. And Gaiman, they don't really have,
Another
other than
smoke.
Windrunner, a way to really connect with him.
Okay, we need a buyback counter here, I think. We have a lot of auras on the Morph. Ooh, no buyback on Radiant, because this is important. Gaiman need buybacks for this fight.
Yeah, another 30 seconds as the Roche off begins.
1 mine, 2, 3. Keep popping them. Pop all the mines, bros.
Yeah, GPK with the Blade Melt.
His item build is disgusting.
So 1 buyback in this game right now. And it's Toronto, Tokyo.
Yeah, okay, they should try to get closer to these buybacks on Game In. Because this Roche is so important. If you can trade even 2 or 3 buybacks, especially for Dyrachyo to get his hands on an Aegis, they need that to come back. I think their map will crumble too hard if Bedboom is allowed to get this Aegis. Well, they do have Hawk Vision. Maybe Game In can try to play on that.
That is one big advantage that you have from Game Inside.
Yeah.
The other one is that you're Radiant, although we know that they don't have buybacks, so
yeah,
connecting back in won't really be a thing.
I mean, Tofu will soon enough be able to pick one up. With there it is. That's Dyrachyo, maybe making a call. Okay, we're just chilling a little bit. Maybe I can farm a few camps, get a buyback. Honestly, if you can trade your carry buyback here, he buys back, he gets Aegis, you're more than happy.
Yeah, for sure.
As GPK is abusing the sound.
Rocks hit nothing, as per norm.
Okay, more disruptions. Another smoke coming out for Mr. Bedboom here.
Mr. Bedboom?
Yes, Mr. Bedboom team.
Okay.
Well, how's your day been?
Great. The Roshoff continues. I love Roshoffs.
Okay.
Quinn in the pit. It's going to be soloing it for now. It's going to be very, very slow as the rocks come in.
Throw.
They don't get vision, though, so you will have to go in manually.
Into nothing. Shackle into nothing.
Yep, can't latch onto that ward, unfortunately.
Lucky. Oh, there's the smoke. Bedboom. They're going to go for the wraparound. They don't have a ward there, though.
Yeah. DD is actually bottom, but nobody's going to be able to spot it right now. Is the jump in Pure? Not able to find a connection yet. GPK, same story.
But they're killing the family.
To a tree instead.
Oh, nice blast
on the
off.
backline, though, Save is putting in a lot of pressure there. As Nightfall going in with the Shadow Dance, wants to focus down Tofu. Cannot be targeted right now. There's the Hand of God as well, and Nightfall has to reconnect. He's going to get shackled now. No Dark packed up for that moment, but Pure comes in with a big Ravage. Chain Frost is there, though. As you can see, the Slark going back out. Pure getting chased now by Dyrachyo, who turns into Slark as well. BKB dissipating, so we'll waveform away.
Okay.
So Bedboom losing 1 support. The Gleipnir right now onto GPK will pop the Uproar. Nightfall.
Getting
the shot on by Dyrachyo. Daptus right, not quite enough, but the power shot is 70 seconds of no Nightfall, which means Bedboom need to get the hell out of here, but that's not going to happen for Pure. Hell out of here, but that's not going to happen for Pure. He drops to the deck. Roche is sick and tired of this shit. He's going to go to the other side of the map, and GPK completely surrounded, getting toyed with at this point. Shackle is there. Yeah, that's a good question.
He's coming.
Eventually, the big, fat, juicy Primal Beast dies 4-0.
Time to pick up a free Roche. Also, this Wolf Creep from Celery, I love it. With their Morph. This fight was kind of crazy from Bedboom. I think they tried really hard to get into this backline. Game In, they just kind of kite them. Look at this power shot. It's just beautiful. Really make me feel a certain way. As now they get a free Roche. Why do you keep Essence Shift stacks? Morph Axe is already broken. He has 3 Agi. Permanent.
I don't know what to tell you. Hey, they're the ones that picked Slark into
this. True that.
That's their own fault.
How many auras we got?
Aegis and Cheese now. We're gaming.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 auras. They're all gone. And they'll be back soon.
This game was 4-19, and now Gaimin, I would say, are in the lead right now.
Definitely.
Even though the net worth is even.
Yeah. For Bedboom, they need to... No, Glip Glop. Hello?
Nightfall will have to Shadow Dance away.
Bedboom need more clearer start to the fight. I did like where they try to go around, but it's... I think if Nightfall has to double pounce in, it's very awkward for Pure to kind of follow the fight. It needs to be in a nice middle ground where whoever he ravages, that they can try to kill them. The SC and the Chen never died. I think those are your best targets, because they will save everyone else. Okay, I mean, Dyrachyo, he is more than ready now in this game. He's working on a Silver Edge.
Yep, and we remember how this game started. I mean, he's not even remotely close to the top net worth in terms of just the number, but you can see in terms of the gold itself, he's only a couple K behind.
Yeah, net worth to impact ratio, he's definitely top 1 by far by pressing R.
R.
Very good.
Unless he's using legacy keys, of course.
Yeah, then he'll be using something else. And now Tofu has the Ags too. Uh-oh.
Yep, so double charge. And it breaks on Demonic Purge.
If they find Pure and he's alone, he he's gonna melt. I think Dyrachyo will literally kill him in 3 seconds. I mean, he's gonna have his own break as well with the Silver Edge. I do like that. It's gonna help him maneuver around the fight, make it harder for them to really find him and burst him, because it's also a great way. And of course, just the crit. Good itemization coming out from the Waterman. I mean, this hero probably doesn't have a bad itemization unless you are drunk and you skip Aghanims.
Okay, well, I think everybody has bought Aghanims that I've seen.
Yep, so they're all sober.
Yeah,
we're good.
It looks like that is the case.
Don't have to check anyone. No, confirming.
Now, BetBoom's still sporting a slight net worth lead, but it doesn't feel like it in these fights. Dyrachyo with the Aegis for another 2.5 minutes. And he's going for a pretty late Manta, actually. Not often you see the Manta this late.
How many auras do you think a hero can have before the game breaks?
Probably like triple digits.
Triple digit?
Yeah, if they were to force
I don't know if they've been that safe. He's hitting double-digit auras for now, so we're good.
I'm going to go off the screen before.
He's hitting for 400 damage next to all his bros with the Wolf aura and whatever all of these other auras he does have. Pretty powerful. Okay, Nightfall's trying to go for a Nullifier.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they need to try and kill Tofu first. Like, Nullifier him, make sure he can... What, he has a Force Staff. Yeah, make sure you can Force Staff him, because you need to get
against the win run as well as GPK. It gets gone on initially, pops the Halberd onto Quinn. They do have some nice disarms between the Halberd and the Techie's Taser.
I mean, Nightfall's the only one who's playing out on the map. I would like BetBoom to try and like get out to the silence a bit. Maybe just farm the whole top jungle, unless they think it's too hard to get out. I mean, you are playing against Beast, so that's a bit annoying. There could be Hawks, but I feel like only Nightfall is trying to advance the map at this point.
Yeah, the more that the majority of BetBoom are in their base, the more their lead will dissipate.
Yeah. I mean, you do have this Nullifier now, so you could look for something similar to earlier where you need to try to wrap around and smoke. You need to find a win condition to catch this SD and Chen first. And then try to drag out the fight, maybe ravage the Morph and keep the fight going from there. It's Dyrachyo. 1 minute left on this Aegis.
Oh, he changed his mind. Unless the Manta's on its way with 2k gold to spare. I think he's going Butterfly now.
Yeah, I guess he realizes that, okay, I'm going to have an open slot from this Aegis. So yeah, going for Butterfly. Yeah, I'm down for it. It's going to make him more strong, going to make it even harder for Nightfall to kind of man up on him. And he has
on Aegis.
He has Trickster Cloak too, so his evasion is through the roof.
Yeah.
Disgusting combo.
Huh? Yep, that's one of those items that you see multiple of on each hero if they get the chance to pick it.
No, Beastmaster has it too.
Oh, a little taste of their own medicine. Game in. Looking to take the Tormentor from BetBoom. And they will do so. That'll go to Celery, so he can take Ancient Creeps. All his creeps... Well, he has to take them over again, I think, to get the extra level, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I mean, it's not like they already had... Now they can have more Ancient Creeps.
Yeah.
Can increase the size of your big family. Oh, do we want to take the big black dragon?
Take him.
Take him. Take the BBD. Let's go.
Get rid of. Oh, the cloak got... No? Okay.
Oh, there's the smoke.
Yeah, they know the Aegis is down. This is the time to pounce, both literally and figuratively if you are the Slark.
Oh, look what Pure has available.
Aghanim Scepter, but it can be... I mean, if he gets Demonic Purge, then he can't gain stacks anyway, so that's maybe counterintuitive. We'll see if they find Quinn. Instant Hex right out of the fog.
Got him.
Really fast reaction from Pure.
Well played there, as Nightfall is drawing all over the map. I don't know what that means. Maybe he's yelling, kill them, Bliat.
Yep, that could be.
Yep. That's Tofu. Yeah, he has a Ninja Gear, so that's going to help him stay out of too much trouble, hopefully. As Nightfall knows that there was a ward. Save is going to clear that out.
Nightfall going for the Harpoon now, so even more ways to connect.
Oh, he has Harpoon queued up into Treads. Never mind, change it into a Skadi. That makes sense. You already have those, my friend.
Okay. Oh, is he actually not going? Or did he buy it?
He bought it.
Okay.
He's not toying with you. As there's a Shield Rune, so there's a 2,000, 2,500 HP sitting around for a Primal Beast, but Save is like, nope, I need it. Okay, next Roche in 1.5 minutes. What's your prediction on respawn time?
There's going to be a Oh, okay. I was going to say there's going to be a Roche off. Well, we know that, I guess.
We know that, yeah.
I'm going to go with the same answer as before. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. 222.
Stupid suggestion.
Okay, and you? 5 seconds? What are you going with?
47.
47. Okay. Well, very, very exciting. I'm sure we'll forget both numbers by the in a minute, 5 seconds when Roche will tell us.
I'm writing it in my chat right now.
Yeah, go ahead and hit enter and send it to the entire lobby.
Maybe I should write 47-2-2, because then they think that's the respawn time. They think I'm cheating.
Yep, you'll get banned from every tournament from here on out.
Lucky, was nice working with you, Shannon.
You're on Cinderen's account, though, right? So you're fine.
I think I'm actually on my account.
Uh-oh.
I don't have to drop it.
Well, Chi's still there for Game and Gladiators, and this game has definitely turned into let's wait for Roche and see what happens. Although there's a stalemate in the mid lane for the time being, and Roche, as we know, cannot spawn there unless they mistook the Ogre Golem there for Roche.
Yeah. Obviously, that can happen.
Dropping all the pounds, light near. All right.
And fake hype.
Well, you have to.
Of course.
It's just waiting for Roche. All right, 8 seconds away. What's it going to be?
47 or 2-2-2.
That's right.
PogChamp.
And
hold.
What? Almost a full timer. Oh my God.
Oh, you were actually pretty close on 20.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Up ace. Rock throw.
Well, the rock is coming for him. Not going to hit
the
though.
cloak. He's invincible for 6 seconds. Okay, it's going to be a dire side Roshan.
Yep, that is true.
Yep, because it will be in nighttime.
I feel like when it's Cinderen hates it when I say stuff like this.
Okay,
I feel
I
like
want to hear
a
it.
very high percentage of the time that we're casting, at least,
Yeah.
when it's the third Roche and beyond, it's dire side. It's always refresher shard. Like very
instead of Aghanims.
Yeah, very seldomly do we see the Ags, which makes me sad. Obviously, I think it's weird that they even separate the two.
And you're just stating that you feel it's more often on dire.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that kind of checks out. I don't know.
Well, you take my word for it.
Sure.
Smoke from Game and Gladiators as they now traverse to the top side of the map where Roche will eventually spawn. There's the demonic Purge, but big Ravage coming in from Pure, but Ace gets off the BKB. They're focusing on Tofu first. He dies. Nullifier onto the Windrunner. Looks like Quinn is dead as well. Has to buy back into the game, and BetBloom have lost 0 people. Dyrachyo completely surrounded, but has the BKB activated.
Oh, he morphed the Lincolns.
Double pounce away. Yeah, he doesn't get his R to work, I guess.
That's not good.
Sinister Gaze onto Ace. He's left all alone and now nullified. And GPK and company will be able to clean him up very easily. A huge fight for BetBloom. Unluckily for them, it's a minute 20 till Roche spawns.
BetBloom!
So that this will happen again.
It will happen again and again and again. But BetBloom, same as earlier, they have a very nice start to the fight. They find Tofu, best target, Ravage. Maybe this is why Slark is good against Morph, because you go in and then you don't let him ult you. You press Shadow Dance. Then you pop your shard. That's 8 seconds. And then you hope that Dyrachyo is so annoyed that he just presses R anyway on your Lincolns. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Or should I explain it again?
I mean, he used R, it didn't work.
Yes.
Thus, you lose the fight.
Yes.
But I will say they did a good job of targeting Tofu first. He wasn't able to get really anything off other than the original Demonic Purge on, I think it was GPK. And then the Nullifier, I don't know if they saw the Nullifier ahead of time. I guess they probably did.
They should have known, yeah.
But that absolutely destroyed Quinn.
Well, once again, we're getting closer to the Roche. It's up in 20 seconds as BetBloom are preparing the area. They have a nice aggressive ward, probably going to get us some mines with save.
Oh, look at this, though.
I like this play from Dyrachyo. You want to try to force people back here and then make it easier for you to retain, or rather retake the Roche area. But Toronto Tokyo just going to drop a shield. A very zoomy Morphling.
Yeah, that's what the Silver Edge gives you.
Yeah, and the Yasha and the Travels.
Oh, look at the Lotus.
And the Nighttime.
Lotus Flowers. Oh, take it. Just take it.
No, it's it takes 7. Oh, he does take it.
Good boy. But the Roche-off will be starting shortly. If you came to this stream to watch a Roche-off, you will get one.
And you will get it for a long time. And save, holding buyback, getting close to a Hex. I mean, the important thing is Quinn used buyback last fight. If they can burst him.
Yep, indeed. I think that's who they go for instead of the Morph, honestly.
Yeah.
He does have cheese, though.
Tofu and Quinn are going to be the biggest targets. They're just going to go and hit Roche.
They have the Hawk advantage. They have some good vision. But they do have to worry about the techies' minds and whatnot.
I mean, Betboom don't know yet. Now they do. As GPK is going to whittle in there.
Scouting it out. Roche close
Gale
to half
Force.
HP. Yeah, Gale Force from Quinn not really going to be
doing lots of damage.
Too effective here.
Very strong.
Roche did not like the wind.
More Hawks.
Yeah, they have some pretty good vision. They can clearly see GPK. And of course, Betboom, that's the one thing they don't have is vision in the pit. He's actually uses Uproar with the Aghanim Scepter. Really to no avail, though. As you can see, Gaming Gladiators on the other side of the pit. And Quinn, disarmed now. GPK is just reminding me, hey, I have Halberd. Don't come near.
I mean, if Gaimin get it, okay.
Tofu goes in with the Demonic Purge. Pure looking for an opening. He's going to pop his pipe. There's a Gale Force again.
Roar?
The Roar on top of it. GPK looks like he's going to live for the time being as a big Ravage comes out from Pure. They get off the Chain Frost as well. Save with a nice blast off on the backline, but Dyrachyo coming in with that BKB. But look at the fight. It's completely separated now. It's Nightfall. Able to get off that Shadow Dance. The Lincoln's is going to be popped as Quinn will survive for the time being. Toronto Tokyo on the outskirts will live as well. How has nobody died in this freaking fight? A big onslaught from GPK with the Uproar stacks going off.
Okay, Nightfall.
Do they have the damage to take out Slark?
No.
Might be in Depth Shroud right now. Nightfall will pounce away. Trying to go back in and out. Still 0 kills somehow. Dyrachyo getting initiated on by GPK.
Oh, he got
There's
grabbed.
the Pulverize hitting both of them.
disruption.
Another Ravage comes in, and Pure and company look to be getting their first kill, and it's on Quinn, which is a dieback. Save is going to die. Pure is next, though. Dyrachyo is starting to go ham, but the Halberd applied to him cannot attack at all. And Slark gets put into the pit, for God's sake. He's actually going to heal up now.
Okay, Tofu's coming back.
Ace getting pursued. Toronto Tokyo going really deep. They want to kill some more heroes here, and they're everything now onto the Morphling. Even the tentacle surprise. Dyrachyo, nullifier applied, finally will drop. No buyback in sight. And with this, Ace will fall as well as Betboom. It feels like they took no damage in this fight. They did die twice and bought back, though.
Didn't take any damage. Oh man, Nightfall,
Wow.
all of these refresher orbs, like Nightfall has like 1800 ultimates in this fight with his refresher, double Ravage, save as well. He just stayed alive for so long. Like, look at all these damage numbers. They dealt 30,000 damage, not too bad. And Gaimin, they're just short on the buybacks. Dyrachyo doesn't have it, Quinn doesn't have it, only Ace, but he's the one who died last.
Yeah. Huh. Who took the refresher shard? Okay, it's Lich for now. We'll see.
Oh, we get this double.
Oh my god, he has 6k on Lich, dude.
He's buying the Aghanim Scepter.
Oh my god. Sinister Gaze, it's a black hole, basically. It's legit.
He's gonna solo kill them. Rampage.
I hope so.
It's coming.
All right, Betboom have the lead again. This has been such a back and forth game. And still, you can see Quinn down for 15 more seconds. They do have, oh wait, they do not have fortification actually, until this tower goes down.
I love myself some refresher Slark in the late game. He has like 15 seconds of just sitting in his ult.
Yeah, it's
and again,
pretty obnoxious.
Like at the start of last fight, they wanted to go on GPK, but you can't burst anyone. You're playing against Slark, he will just drop the shard on top and the start of your fight is gone. That is the free racks for now. There's the Sinister Gaze.
Okay, Toronto Tokyo gets the initiation off. They blow up Celery. Fortifications popped. This should be a top racks. There is buyback on the Celery though. They'll take the melee and back off for now. They'll take the range and back off for now. They'll go into the mid lane, back off for now. This tier 3 tower is going to fall as well. Shackle Shot connects. The Radiance online for GPK out of nowhere. Just wants to use this in this last potential fight. Dyrachyo will waveform away, and now Betboom will reset.
Gale Force?
Yep.
Doesn't do anything.
Trying to bring GPK back. He gets shackled to the creeps. Axes apply as well. But there's the pure Ravage on the 4 heroes. And another Ravage to follow. Shadow Demon dead. Quinn as well. And now the refresher is popped by Nightfall as they're focusing all their efforts onto Dyrachyo. And just like the first blood, you will likely not die. I made that up. He's going to make it to the fountain. Either way, that's no buyback for 2 members of Gaming Gladiators, and Betboom still maintain the Aegis, the Cheese, and now they have 2 sets of racks just going for the throne.
Oh, they still have Shadow Dance and Death Straw too. You need to defend this 3-on-5.
That's going to be a tough one, maybe impossible, as the tips are coming out onto GPK.
Tanking
also getting targeted by the fountain. There's the tentacle surprise on 2 with the blast off to follow. Do they have the damage to actually finish off Dyrachyo? No. And the answer to that is because he's fucking Morphling. But they're still gonna beat the Morphling because he's water after all. He's gonna get hexed finally. Can he get the attribute shift off? Of course he can because he is Morphling. But it's still not going to be enough as the blast off finally finishes them off. Tentacles to prize one more time as GG's come out. And BetBoom will actually 2-0 this game, and they'll be upper bracket, which means game in to the lower bracket for the playoffs.
Damn, BetBoom did the impossible. What? They're actually
He's
happy
actually
for once.
excited.
I've never seen these guys happy, ever. Make it to the upper bracket. They beat the Waterman. They actually showed me something good. I like the Tide. I love the Refresher. Nightfall with the Refresher himself, not letting Dyrachyo turn into him. Oh, yo, this team, they're scary. Also, Primal Beast. I don't know. This hero is just impressing me every single game. He has like 5 billion HP.
What was the radiance at the end? He's like, I just gotta buy something for this
I don't know. More evasion, more damage? Sure, why not?
Yeah, so GPK and company take out Gaming Gladiators 2-0, and the Tide Hunt Pure was amazing.
Yeah, he
this game.
owned.
Holy crap. He absolutely owned the lane to start the game, and it felt like he was getting the most god-tier ravages.
Yeah, people need to stop giving this boy some hate. He does not just play one hero, even when he's playing other heroes, Axe, Tide, Eng. This guy is owning. He had 6 spell usage, and they're team fighting as well in the mid game. Yeah, BetBoom looking scary as ever.
Hey, we're complaining that it wasn't
1337.
Exactly, 1337. That's pretty elite, if I do say so myself. You know, there's a lot of kids these days don't even know what that means.
That's true.
Noobs. With that, let's go to the panel to break down this 2-0 series victory for BetBoom.
It looks like Gaming Gladiators have a new rivalry because that is the second time that BetBoom team defeats Gaming in this group stage 2. After all of this talk of BetBoom always choking whenever they face off against international opponents, which still may be true, this is not a LAN, and they are specifically noted to be an online team. But let me tell you, the stakes are high for this online tournament. Last minute invitation to DreamLeague Season 20, and BetBoom are like, yeah, that's cool. I'll just take top 3 even though I wasn't supposed to be here. Fantastic performance in this tiebreaker.
Superb. Great draft. Beef in appearance. They had 2 kinds of beef. Less than last time. Last time there was 3. But 2 beef is better than no beef. So well done.
I would actually make a case for 3 beef here as well, Ted.
What's your third beef?
Slark with Shard is beef.
That's true, actually.
He is stupidly difficult to kill.
However, whoa, no, hold on there.
Okay.
It's all right. Cool your boots a
He's
sec.
fish.
Being hard to kill does not equate to beef.
Okay.
It's not about being, it's about being huge.
Okay. Well, he got a lot of stacks. I guess that's a way of getting
That's
huge,
more of
right?
a nerdy way of being huge. That's like saying, oh, my brains are in my muscles are in my brain.
I work it out at the library.
I'm saying beef, Tide, Primal. Primal beef is what they should have called it.
Actually true. Yeah.
Beef wins games. Continue with your analysis.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is a pattern we've seen in a lot of games so far. It hasn't just been in this series. It was obviously apparent in 2 games here, but many of the games have been casting the Suns fan as well. I've noticed this trend that sometimes teams will have 3 hard-to-kill cores, whether it's beef, elusiveness, you know, obviously Aegis will make any hero hard to kill, but these teams seem to be hard to crack because the enemy team is struggling to find entrances into the fights. Like, Gaming couldn't really go on anyone, it felt like, for the majority of this game. They have a Windranger who's supposed to be a single target assassin, but she couldn't really pick a good target.
I mean, is this something to do with the stun reduction in the whole game? Like everything just don't last as long, and so you're finding it hard to kill all these tanky heroes. And they're just surviving the fights over and over again, and you get a lot of value from those heroes.
There were some really long disables in that game, though, and they still couldn't kill. I saw Windranger. It's hard when people cover as well. Like, you have the Slark with the Shard, and he can cover. And there's like Primal Beast outside that Roche Pit fight top, if you remember. He got like shackled, and they were just pummeling him. And he went like down to like, what, half health at worst? He was completely fine. It was, I don't know if they overestimated Windranger's damage or if it was just too hard coming back from behind, which I think was more the case. I do think it felt like Gaming didn't quite understand Windranger's power spikes because they had like some moves where they brought like Tofu mid and they tried to make a little play, and then they're like, this isn't gonna work, and then someone dies, and then someone else dies, and it's like, oh god, all their little things didn't work out. They felt less comfortable.
They got owned by Tumblr's toy, I'm telling you.
That too, yeah. That was insane.
Yeah.
And can I just say again, Primal Beast is owning this tournament. He got 10th pick this game. It's kind of unbelievable. I feel like this hero has to be on more people's radar and go up more in stock. There's a reason PSG LGD are first phasing this hero. It's not by chance. They figured something out about it. They're building lineups around it. And yeah, Gaming Gladiators didn't really respect it today. They lost to it twice. I feel like that's a lesson to be learned for them going forward in this tournament.
Yeah, both games I feel like they got actually owned in the lane. They lost their lanes and it was really difficult for them to play the mid game. I mean, in the second game, it kind of felt like there were some instances where they kind of slowly crawled their way back into the game. But you can't help but feel that if they had a much better early game, the Morphing could have just rolled them over, you know. But he couldn't.
Part of that was self-inflicted though, because Morphling died in lane
twice.
3
times.
One was a blast off, and the other one was a Ravage.
Yeah, he wasn't careful enough. I felt like the first one was. I wouldn't forgive that, you know, when I saw how he died, like he got caught by the techies and he just didn't have enough strength in the lane, like he was playing a little too cocky. And that's probably because he doesn't really like the hero so much, so he doesn't play the hero as much.
Right.
So those small little things in the lane, he couldn't really control it as well.
He needs to practice it though.
Yeah.
And this is how they're viewing it. Like Dyrachio has stated that he's not a big Morphling fan, but if this is the patch that we're going to be on in the Bali Major, you need to learn it now. And I think mid laners and off laners need to start learning Primal Beast. Well, actually, would you consider it a mid laner only hero now, Send?
Not only, but I do think it's the strongest role for the hero. Because the thing that you take advantage of is, first of all, as you said, he does really well in a lot of lane matchups. So he does well there. And Kezu pointed this out during the cast. I think Primal Beast is an insane rune carrier. He's crazy with haste. He's crazy with DD. He's crazy with shield rune because he's so tanky. So like all of these like different runes that you are going to get access to as Primal because you push out the wave with trample. You can just find plays on the map. He's amazing when he TPs to turn around fights because he has inherent 2k reach, which almost no mid laner has except the spirits. So it's just a very strong hero.
Yeah, looking forward as we are not quite at the Bali Major. We still have 4 more series left here in DreamLeague Season 20. An upper bracket final, a lower bracket semifinal, a lower bracket final, and then a grand final. And then we're going to figure out who's going to Riyadh. Ted?
Yeah.
But apparently you already know. You said yesterday. This has been predetermined. You already know.
Yeah. I don't want to reveal too much. But
I think you should predict your top 4 right now. And then if you nail it...
You want to write it down? I can document it?
Top 4 of this tournament, I could do that.
In any order.
Yeah, I'll give you the exact top 4 of how this tournament's going to go down. Don't reveal this.
I won't.
You can do this at the end.
We'll save it.
This is easy.
Easy.
Just let me remember.
The 4 teams?
Okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Are you Doctor Stranging right now?
No, that would be my third eye, but we don't show that on television.
All right,
Yeah,
Neil, when you get the note from
right
him,
there.
please confirm with us that he actually wrote 4 team names and didn't just draw a dick or something.
That's my 4.
Is it
In
actually
order.
4 remaining
From
teams
1
in
to
order?
4?
Yep.
Okay. He gave me 4.
Why are you editing it?
I'm writing
He
1,
wrote
2,
the
3, 4.
numbers.
Yeah, because he just wrote them out. Okay. I'm into this. Let's see if you're right.
They're like, no, Ted,
I
Team
am
Secret
right.
are not in anymore.
No, I am right. Yeah.
All right, Nigma is
Liquid
here.
didn't make the stage. Yeah.
Which on that topic, actually, I believe either now or very soon, the MENA qualifier for Riyadh Masters will be going on, and we are going into the lower bracket final for that. That's on ESL_Dota 2 Amber, where for the first series, you're going to be seeing Nigma going up against Team Secret ME, and in grand finals, it's going to be Quest against the winner of that team.
So who did Quest face in upper?
They faced off against Nigma.
Okay. And it was a 2-0 or 2-1?
That was a 2-0, and Nigma beat Team Secret to knock them to lower bracket in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's a rematch, and we will be actually hosting you guys over to that channel after we wrap things up. But for right now, we're waiting on an opportunity to speak to Pure for a winner's interview. And wow, I see the whole crew is with you, Pure. Congratulations on this win.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I got my crew. I got the main boss of Petboom, you know.
He should be very proud after a last-minute invitation to this tournament. What was the reaction initially whenever you guys got approached to be like, hey, you guys want to play in Dream League? Were you guys immediately like, yeah, let's do it? Or we were like, oh, I didn't know this was happening?
No, I mean, we were like we were like, let's do it immediately. We just wanted to have fun, to play in some new tournament for us, because we didn't get invited last time, so it just was common, like if you got a chance to play tournaments, then let's go.
Dude, that's the attitude you need to be taking, because I think all these majors you've been going to, are you going into them with the mindset that this is going to be fun, or we have to win this?
I mean, it depends. It depends on your feelings, and it depends on the pressure you got on your shoulders. That's it.
Well, it looks like when you don't have any pressure, you guys are doing amazing. So congratulations on making it to winner bracket finals. Sheepstick, any questions for Pure?
Hello, congratulations on the win. This is the third time you've now beaten Gaimin this tournament. I'm wondering what it is that you think makes you guys so good against them.
I don't know. To be honest, I think we just cannot lose against strong teams, and because we can lose only against the weak teams.
Yeah, what was up with the 9 Pandas series yesterday, man? We thought for sure you guys were going to take that.
I don't know. They have been playing for fun, and it just worked. We fucked up a few times, like a lot of times actually.
It happens.
All right,
yeah.
and one more.
Then that's it.
All right, and one more. What do you like the most about your current team?
Most?
Yeah. Like, what do you like about your team right now?
I don't know. Winning? Winning always feels good, And if you can make... I don't know how to say it properly. Never mind.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Winning works for me.
Yeah, no worries.
So my question is, we've seen after your games, a lot of the camera shots that we get to see of Save, he will seem very, what's the word? Not necessarily sad, but unimpressed. Even when you guys win big games, he seems like he isn't necessarily super thrilled. Today, he was really full-on smiles after you just won the second game. Do you know, did this game mean extra much to him, or was he very happy with how you played this game specifically?
No, it's so simple. Just Save is a good actor. And he acts after every game we won or we lose, That's it. But today I don't know, he was, there was a true Save. Because he jumped, he shouted like let's freaking go and everything. But when he said you be sure that he's freaking acting.
All right, I guess one more question. So we've seen you play a lot of Doom, obviously. It's starting to get banned against you guys, and you've clearly played a lot of different heroes now with today you bring out the Tide. Is there some sort of favorite playstyle you have in the offlane? You're playing a lot of these tanky strength heroes. Is that just because it's the patch that you have to play this because it's good, or is it also your favorite stuff to play?
I think Tide Hunter is one of my favorite heroes, I think, on the offlane. I mean, there was a Magnus, which was my favorite hero, of all time on offlane. But I can't play it now because he's got no agility. That sucks.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, hi Pure. So before this, during Tour 3, you guys were not doing so well, and right now you guys are a totally different team. At least in my opinion, from what I've seen in your games, and what has changed during Tour 3 and right now in DreamLeague? What made the team so good at the moment?
I mean, definitely role swap made this team way better. And I think we fixed a few... actually, we fixed a lot of mental problems, and that's it. I think just hard work and swap roles are working now. So let's see what's gonna be in future.
Can you tell us more about who made the decision to do that? Did the coach just suggested it, or the players just wanted to change roles?
I mean, me and Igor already talked a lot of times, but I'm gonna tell you it again. So it was a team decision, but Igor was not pushing, but kinda, forcing it more than every other player. But with the team, we made the decision that I think Igor on Nightfall, Igor on offlane not gonna work, and that's it. And me as a carry as well in this team.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hi, Pierre. Congratulations. I've got a question for you. You can't see it on screen now because there's a ghost or a sheet in the way. But there's a giant sign on the wall that says Lust. Can you explain what that's about?
Lust?
Lust.
Where?
But you can't see it because of the sheet.
Behind me?
Yeah, on the wall to the left.
I mean, there is no word lust. There is a draw of our chef Artyom. That's it.
Okay.
Wait, so then why do you have
well, no,
Yeah,
no,
that.
no, wait. I see. I don't know why it's there.
It's just pretty random to see that in the middle of
Yeah,
the
you know, it's some stuff that managers bring into our room to make it more comfortable. Don't mind.
Okay. I've just wondered. Thank you.
Making you very comfortable.
I'm
Didn't know it
very
was there.
comfortable.
It's invisible.
Pure, my last question. Let's say you make it to grand finals. Out of PSG LGD, Gaimin, and Talon, which team do you want to face in a best of 5?
In the finals, I would love to face Gladiators, of course, or PSG LGD.
Is it because you always beat Gaimin?
No, I think it's fine to play against major winners.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well, let's see if we can make that happen. I can guarantee you'll at least be playing against LGD in the winners bracket final. So I'll let you prepare for that, Pure. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us, and congratulations on this tiebreaker win.
Yeah, thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
When did you notice this sign on his wall?
As soon as the interview started, I saw a giant lights, like a sign in lights that said Lust. And I thought, I've seen some nightclubs where that's at. What's it doing in their house?
Yeah, where are you guys actually boot camp?
Yeah, some drunken night out. Hey,
Can you explain your amazing performance at this event? Oh, let me tell you.
Morale is high. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they have the other deadly sins elsewhere around the house.
That's a good point.
That's the lust
Pride,
room.
wrath.
That's the lust room.
Yeah, that's the lust room.
So
Lusty
you get
boys.
the most fiery passion.
They can't leave until they win a major.
Well, I can tell you they can definitely beat major champions because they've shown it 3 times here in Dream League Season 20, and this 3rd time has earned them a berth into the winners bracket final. So for one last time, let's take a look at the standings and all 8 teams that survived to our group stage 2. PSG LGD, still the champions, but we don't know who's going to be taking the crown here in Dream League Season 20. But I can tell you that they will be playing against BetBoom team in a double elimination, because the loser will go down and face off against the winner of the other 2 teams, the Gaming Gladiators versus Talon Esports, which I have to say, this is a very exciting top 4, a different region for all 4 teams. That's rare.
That is.
Yeah. China, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, and Southeast Asia. Pour one out to NA and SA, but someone's got to go down. And these are our 4 last teams.
Oh, boy.
Just to be sure, you said BetBoom aren't guaranteed a Riyadh invite with anything less than a top 2.
Correct.
Are they guaranteed to not get one if they get 3rd?
Yes.
Okay, so they have to win 1 series.
They have to win 1 series. Exactly. That's a good way of looking at it.
That's a pretty big. They're playing some serious qualifiers now. They have 2 lives, and if they win 1 time, they're going. That's a lot to play for. Yeah, 50-50. Yes.
But it's 2 50-50s.
He's just flaming them. He says, if they have 2 chances, it's 50-50. Winter has no faith in BetBoom. He thought they played awful today, and he sees no way that this team can make it.
We're going to start things off tomorrow at 1500 CEST with the lower bracket, which is an elimination series. Gaming Gladiators versus Talon Esports. Winter, can you give me a prediction for that one?
Obviously, they're going to win. They have the better
Who's
morphling
they?
player. Talon.
Talon. They have the better Morphling player.
Yeah.
23 Savage versus Duraccio.
The game is going to be all about not banning morphling, and each team is going to get 1 game to play it, and we know who's going to win.
Yeah, you said you were going to have faith in Duraccio if he was able to win that Morphling game against BetBoom, but didn't happen. Still needs more practice, but maybe he'll get that practice in the lower bracket. After that, it's going to be PSG LGD versus BetBoom team in the upper bracket final, where they get double elimination. Ted, your prediction.
I've already given you my prediction.
That's true. You did actually give me my prediction. But, well, I won't spoil it. Sheep, your prediction.
For
BetBoom versus LGD.
That is a hard one. I don't know. They're like the two teams I want to see in the grand finals.
You may see them again.
Yeah, we might, but I just don't know who's better. Like, I don't know. This is too hard. I'm just gonna randomly say LGD because I am a very big fan of how they've been playing this tournament.
Although
I don't know though.
In the group stage too, Bedboom did beat LGD.
Yeah, but I think that since then I've really enjoyed how LGD have kept evolving, and I also think that Bedboom have kept evolving. This is why I said I don't know. But you're forcing an answer from me. I'm saying LGD because I think they might have been able to learn from that series.
Yeah,
you
don't
know?
be so
When you
pushy.
have lost, you feel like the bigger drive to like want to prove yourself. And for Gaming, that didn't work. For LGD, it might work.
Maybe fourth time's the charm for Gaimin if they're able to beat Talon in that lower bracket semifinal. But for right now, that's it on Dream League Season 20. But we're going to be sending you to Dota 2 Ember to watch the Riyadh Masters MENA qualifier. That's it for us from here in the studio, though. We'll see you tomorrow for the playoffs.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.